in the studio between you, Fred, Robin, and Gary, who would have the most highest IQ if given a test?
Fred.
Out of those people who has the highest IQ, I think it would be either Robin or Fred. But
no, I think Fred.
Fred, yeah. Fred's really smart.
I think it'd be really close between Robin and Fred.
I don't know why Fred didn't do better in school, though. I mean, like, he went to a shitty college.
You know, a lot of
I also
times
went to shitty schools.
really smart people are bored by school.
That's exactly,
Einstein didn't do
that's
well
exactly
in school.
what went down.
Were you a straight A student in high school?
I did enough just to get by, is what it was. I never cracked a book.
Did you take the SATs?
No. I had no intention of going to college. And what's funny...
How'd you go to college?
You know what I did? I had to take some test to go to even community college, and I remember taking the test, and recently, it's funny, I don't know why, I wrote the college, they said they threw out all the records. I guess it was too long ago. They said it wasn't the SATs, they said it was some sort of test that you take, and I gave them all the
Why did you want the records?
Just for curiosity, because it's always coming up on the air, and I said, who knows, what did I take? Did I take the SATs? So I wanted to know.
Why don't you take the IQ test so we can measure what you are? I mean, I have the impression you're very intelligent, but were you good in math at school?
I wasn't great in math. I'm actually better now. Probably English and like social studies and
maybe you
history
got him
and stuff
beat.
like that.
I don't think so.
You're pretty smart.
Robin's very smart.
You won Jeopardy.
Oh, please. I won it once.
Well, all right.
It was the buzzer.
Maybe Fred isn't that smart.
I'm
No,
not.
Fred's very smart.
What was that school you went to?
Well, there was two.
That's what I mean.
None of them are Ivy League. One of them was Manchester Community College.
That sounds like a shitty school. Go ahead.
And the other one, which actually became a university after I left, Western Connecticut State College. Became a university.
I'll admit I'm a moron. I had to go to moron college. In order to go to BU, I had to go to College of Basic Studies because I was such a moron. I'm willing to admit that. But
I wouldn't underestimate you at all.
Oh, no, I'm an idiot.
Stop
But
it.
I'll tell you
No,
what.
he has this feeling he's an idiot. He's not an idiot at all.
You don't know. I'll tell you how dumb I am, okay?
Oh,
I'll
here
admit
we
to you.
go.
No, I'm going to tell you how stupid I am. I'm going to be honest. So, I take a chess lesson, and I keep track of the hours. Sometimes the lesson could be an hour. Sometimes it could be 20 minutes. I don't know. So, I wait about 2 weeks, add up the hours that I've done, all the minutes, and you have to write down the minutes, and then you add it up and you put it into hours, and you pay the guy, right?
Right.
It took me over a half hour to add up minutes. That's how bad I am at math. And I wasn't even sure I was right, and then I have Beth check it.
But math may not be your strong suit.
Well, this is simple addition.
You're adding up, like,
Simple addition, Fred.
There's 60 minutes in an hour.
But I think
it can't be that difficult.
But I think in anything linguistic, you're probably a genius.
No, I don't think so.
I think you are. I think you downplay it.
He's very smart. His problem is that he went to really poor schools.
Well, yeah, I had a bad start.
And so when he...
And you also got told that you were an idiot every day growing up. That can't help you.
I was put in the fast track in school. 2 times I got put in the fast track. But then
And you were the valedictorian.
But then when he went off
wasn't the
to regular schools, he probably was behind because they weren't covering the same topics in that remedial school he went to.
Yeah. I just figured I was a moron.
And that can happen to people. They sort of get labeled because of the situation they're in.
I was very dopey.
But you can't let that hold you back.
And my father told me every day I was a moron. And then an idiot and dumb.
That's because he knew more than you.
Yeah. He was very proud of the fact that he knew more than a 5-year-old. I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
I guess that's not uncommon. I was watching a Yankeeography of Darryl Strawberry the other day, and his father told me he was an idiot every day.
Well, he really is
never
an
would
idiot.
amount to anything.
Darryl is an idiot.
Well, he was a good ball player, though.
I'd be really interested to find out what the intelligence level of...
I think Fred must have a really high IQ. I think Robin, too.
I don't know that I have all that
I think
high
it was
an
tested
IQ.
one time.
I just had an aptitude for
It was
school.
somewhere between 135 and 148.
That's
Wow.
genius. That's genius level.
I don't know if that's even...
Isn't
close.
it sad when a genius goes to Manchester Community College?
How do you how do you think I
Manchester-
felt being in that town surrounded by everybody else? There was nowhere to go.
you were like in prison.
Exactly.
Do you want to take
It was
an
like on
IQ
Devil's
test?
Island. No, not really. Not at this stage of the game. I'd probably be lucky if I get a 20.
But you do want to know. You have a curiosity.
Nah, I don't really want to take it. What if I find out I'm really stupid?
So what?
Nah, I don't want
At this
to do
point,
that.
what's the difference?
It's the only thing I have left.
Fred, honestly, I think you've got a very high IQ.
What if we test you?
This could be the president of Yale on the phone.
What if we find out you're a genius?
If I was a genius.
Well, he'll have to leave, won't he?
Then I'd have to get a disability and hang out with that guy who in the wheelchair.
Because based on the Tracy School of Thought, then you would have to go to a better school. Because like she even said, Gary's an Delphi graduate.
How dare he, with her 2 degrees, tell her to clean the refrigerator?
I would really love to find out who has the highest IQ between Sal, Richard,
I can tell
JD.
you.
I think that's a race in the Special Olympics.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say Sal has a higher IQ than Richard.
Scott DePace he threw in there.
Oh, that's interesting. Sal, Richard, Scott DePace, and JD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say out of all of them that I think DePace will have the higher IQ than the other 3.
I don't think so.
No, I think JD's pretty smart too.
I think JD.
No, I think Sal can beat JD in an IQ test.
Really?
Absolutely.
Why do you say that? Just because of his mush mouth?
No, because Sal
can't beat a 10-year-old.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Sal doesn't know, Sal didn't study any book stuff or this, that, or the other thing. But I think I don't know why I'm saying this, but I think.
Yeah, why are you saying this? What is your evidence?
I don't know.
There is none.
I feel Sal could beat JD. JD can't even talk.
But JD, I think his mind races.
Yeah, he's got too many choices. Sal has hardly any.
Scott DePace seems pretty bright to me, but I heard
he's bright. He's misguided, but he's bright.
He went to a college that doesn't even exist anymore.
But see, I think that misguided thing is because he's not that bright. He's easily led.
That's his handicap?
Yeah.
What college did you go to, Scott?
I went to Glassboro State College. Now it's Rowan University.
They changed their name to get away from you.
Scott.
That's my alma mater.
I'll be Robin in any IQ test. Bring it on.
Hey, Scott, do you think you could beat JD, Sal, and Richard in an IQ test?
Probably put together, but yes.
I agree.
But he thinks he's smart. That's another sign of a stupid person.
So do you.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
Everything, Robin.
I don't think I'm smart at all.
See, I think JD and Richard would be a toss for the bottom.
No,
I think I don't know about Scott DePace. I could probably I think I could beat Sal and Richard.
Do you have any idea what your IQ is?
No, I did beat Will in an IQ test though online.
They have. Oh, you did? What was your IQ online?
I don't remember. It was back in the day.
But I got to tell you something.
I have an IQ of sparkle.
What is that, Will? You say fuck you.
Yes, I did.
Beat you, Will?
He's bragging about this stupid ass IQ test we took online. I was hungover for one, and it was like some McDonald's friggin' retarded test.
You remember that?
Stop bragging about that, turd.
You lost to JD?
No, I'm not buying that.
Yes,
you ever want to take another intelligence test again?
Dude, I'm ready. Whatever you want. Okay.
I like this. You know what?
It'd be really.
I put up prize money.
Oh, please.
It would be really funny if we found out that JD had a high IQ of like 140 or something.
Well, it's possible. Like there are guys who, like Einstein was very poor with social skills, but turned out he was a bright guy.
Yeah.
But I don't see any evidence that JD could beat Scott DePace. I'm gonna call it this way.
J.D. Hawking.
I don't know why you think Scott is so intelligent.
Because
because he argues all the time?
No, because I talked to Scott, and he has, Scott's an intelligent guy.
Yeah?
You might not agree with his politics, but I'm not saying he's brilliant. He's not in the Fred category or your category.
He could just be repeating what Rush Limbaugh says.
I said, yes, I am. I'm in the Fred category.
Dude,
I feel sorry for you.
I will take, if anyone wants to take bets on, if we do a Scott versus Scott DePace, I'm going with Fred, and I'm betting heavily into Fred.
So do I.
You're all mistaken then.
Ooh, this sounds good. I would bet. You know how Artie loves to gamble?
This is why I think he's not that intelligent. He thinks he's on Fred's level.
Fred. Yeah, that's a sign of dopiness.
See, I'm not even sure I'm on my own level.
I'm telling you, Fred.
I can't do it.
Fred, Fred.
If I lose to him, I'm going to feel so bad.
Fred, I'm betting the farm on you.
Nah, don't
I'm
bet
going to
on
bet
me.
Artie's sick money.
Don't bet on me. I
Does he
crumble
even
under
want
that
to
kind of
play
betting.
Win Fred's money?
Yeah, Scott, you want to play Win Fred's money?
Because that is not IQ. That has nothing to do with intelligence. That has to do with your memory. And that, Fred, is there's no one better than he on that.
And I say memory is a sign of intelligence. Fred, you're my horse. I'm going with you. My day is coming. Scott, you willing to take an IQ test?
IQ test, sure.
Okay. But I mean with a real test.
One, and no one's playing with the results either.
No. I'm talking about we'll go to a real testing company.
I'd be really interested to find out what Gary's is.
Gary, I bet she's high.
He is high.
Gary's smart.
I think he would be too.
Yeah. I think Gary, Gary will be surprising to you.
Yeah. I think he's going to. It wouldn't surprise me. It'll be a surprise to somebody else who thinks Baba Booey.
You're right. Yeah, don't let Baba Booey throw you off. But I'm telling you, I think, and you could call me nuts, I think that Sal will beat Richard. He might even beat Scott DePace.
Oh, my God.
So. I think it'll be close. But DePace,
I think Richard's smarter than
DePace would
Sal.
win. If I had a bet, I'd probably go with DePace.
What are you blowing kisses to me for?
Sal's excited that
I will smoke that bald-headed douchebag in the back. Smoke him.
Which bald-headed douchebag?
But Scott brings up a good point. It's not about so much memorization or history or whatever. It's common sense. It's about taking on a scenario and deducing it.
It's understanding spatial relationships in math, and it's a different kind of intelligence.
It's common sense.
Well, no.
It's
That's what he just said.
To a certain degree. No.
He did?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute.
With Scott DePace.
I didn't necessarily mean that.
But in a contest between you and Scott DePace, I'm going with DePace. But I think you could beat Richard.
I can't beat Richard. I can't beat Richard. I think Richard will beat me.
No, you'll beat Richard. Richard's really, really out of it.
Yeah, but Richard has
I don't think Richard has an ounce of intelligence.
No, Richard has an eccentric way of thinking, which I think assists you in intelligence tests.
You will beat him.
I don't think I'll beat Richard, but I think I'll beat Scott DePace.
You'll beat JD?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I think we do this, but we bet on it heavily. I mean, I don't want any pussy bets. $20. I'm talking about the minimum bet is $500.
All right.
500.
That's right. A real gambling.
See, a guy like Scott DePace won't do well because he has tunnel vision and he's ignorant and he's set on his ways and he's stubborn.
Up, Sal. You're a dope.
See, you're acting that.
Oh, you were so wrong about that. I despite the fact that Scott DePace is stupid when it comes to politics, I think he's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm putting money on DePace heavy. Yes, Fafafu, hi.
Scott reads a lot. I think he's a pretty bright guy. We looked into this before, so in order to do this correctly, these tests have to be administered off the air.
Right. That's
and
what I want.
We can get it done.
I want a real test in a testing situation with proctors and the whole thing.
We can get
I don't want any nonsense. Who can you get?
I'm telling you, Scott couldn't even understand when you were talking to him about not hitting his dog.
Oh.
I still don't, by the way.
a lot of bright guys, are dopey when it comes to common sense. Mm-hmm. Where I shine is common sense. Okay.
By the way, the guys in the office a lot of guys are betting on Richard over Sal big time.
And so am I.
People say Richard is like he's goofy, but he's not as stupid as you pay him.
Money talks, bullshit walks. I'm talking about big bets.
Let me
tell you something. For a minimum $500 bet, would you take Richard over Sal?
I would take Sal.
I can think about that.
See, that's see all this bullshit
See,
stuff.
I'll take Scott over either of them.
Yeah.
But Richard over Sal, that's a tough one.
Did Richard ever go to college?
Well, I'm ready to put up $500 on my boy Sal over Richard.
Well, I know Richard better than anybody. I work with him all day. I would put Richard over me.
So bet 500, but then you'll throw the test.
No, I won't throw the test.
No,
Absolutely
you can't bet.
All right, I can't.
But do you think Sal's okay? So a lot of these tests are based on an IQ test is based on logic. Do you think Sal's a logical guy?
Way more than Richard. Richard's fucking nuts.
Wow.
If it's logic, Robin, with that 9/11 theory, you're out the door.
Here we go. I have no theory on 9/11.
He was brutal.
Robin
yesterday.
Quivers,
Again,
I'll take over you anytime.
Look at what he just said. There was no theory floated about 9/11. He doesn't even know what theory is.
He'll beat Richard.
Robin, 2 towers go down in New York City. Do you A, run for help, B, help out the firemen and NYPD, C, motivate yourself to lose weight? I mean,
listen, I'm going to correct you on that. Robin's
That's
point.
how much sense he has.
All right, maybe you're right.
Let him talk. Let the man talk.
Robin's point about 9/11 is that when she heard about the plight of those people, she said, I'd be one of those people trapped in the building because I'm so sick and overweight that I couldn't help myself. That's not saying...
But do you think
I don't even know. Listen
That's
to me.
the guy you're betting on.
I'm betting on him. I'm taking it back.
I tried to have this conversation.
Where's that other moron?
I tried to have this conversation with him yesterday. I said, Robin didn't see 9/11 and say, let me lose weight. Something happened that day that she saw that made her think about something.
Listen, this is why this is going to be a great contest.
I'm going. You know what? I got it. Richard, $500. Let's do it.
Yeah?
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
All right. I got 500 on Sal.
500 on Richard.
Well,
I
listen,
would bet on.
there's
I
other
would bet
people.
on Sal.
And DePace, I'll bet DePace could beat.
There he comes.
Look
at the way
that's
he
who you're
walks.
betting.
Oh,
That guy can barely walk. He's barely upright.
There's my horse.
Your horse has a broken leg.
Why do you walk like that?
Walk like what?
Like you're retarded. You think you could beat Sal? There's no way you can beat him.
If I can't walk right, I don't know if I can beat Sal.
Richard, you don't have any weird rash going
All right.
on or anything, do you?
No,
Something's
what?
going on here. I saw that yesterday,
Yeah.
too. So this 2 days in a row he's walking.
Well,
He's walking like he's got a rash, like he's got a ball rash.
What's
I
going
have
on?
a zit on my ass, but no, I'm fine. You guys can check if you want.
No, he
No.
walks
You
that
wanna
way
see?
every day.
All right, here's another bet. $500 minimum bet. Scott DePace versus Jason.
Oh.
I take Jason.
I got to
Jason's
go
very
with
bright.
Jason.
Just so you know how we did an online one and I beat him very badly.
Right, but the online one is not a very good one. We're going to do a real one. And you might have. I would take Jason.
I would take DePace. 500.
Jason's saying that's not true, by the way.
What, Jason? Jason. Oh, here he comes.
I had a scholarship to go to college, by the way, Howard. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
I
matters.
think Richard's very bright. I don't think he
That was
uses
hamburger
it.
you.
I didn't go to college, but I had a scholarship for
what
music.
college?
For
Music.
Fort Scott Community College in Kansas.
Because you bang on a drum. Big fucking shit.
No, he's very musical. That's
Yeah.
often a sign of intelligence.
Do you know how to read music?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Well, that is a sign of
Yeah.
intelligence.
Hey, Howard.
I can read music.
Can you?
Tablature. That's close to music.
No, it's not.
That's not music. Well,
Sal's a really talented guitar player, actually.
That gives me hope. Jason, do you say Scott DePace beat you on an online IQ
No,
test?
I don't know where he's getting this from. We never took an online IQ test. I walked into the back office one time, and he goes, sit in my computer, do this right now, do this right now. Some thing was triangles that took about 10 minutes, not even. So
Right.
I don't think that's an IQ test. And by the way, our scores were identical. So
Wrong. I was 20 points higher.
whatever, dude. If you want to take a test, let's take a test. I really have no fear.
I got a feeling. Who you betting on that one, Robin?
I'm betting Jason.
Are you?
Yeah.
I might still go with DePace.
I don't know why you're thinking that way.
I don't know. I got a feeling with this DePace that I can win a lot of money on it.
Well, he
You
would
keep
be
riding that one.
Keep
Yeah.
riding that losing horse.
right
listen.
into the ground.
Scott knows a lot of stuff. He reads. He's definitely one of the more intelligent people in the office. But if you have a conversation with him or a debate and you see how he debates, you realize he's really not bright. Like, he can't take new information and apply it to knowledge that he already has and come up with some new way of looking at something or
can't
understanding.
synthesize.
Yeah, he can't. He knows what he knows,
You're
and that's
saying
it.
you can beat him.
I think so. I've never taken an IQ test before, so I don't know what's on those, but I believe
What college do you go to?
Rutgers.
Oh, yeah?
Good college.
Rutgers University, double majored, graduated
What was
with
your
honors.
major?
History and communications.
Communications. That's for morons.
I
failed in that department.
I took communications just so I get an internship here. So it wasn't that bad of a move.
Okay. I think I might still go with DePace after all of that.
Your money,
I don't
man.
know.
Go for it.
Your
'cause
money.
That's what I see about Scott I find.
How strongly do you feel about it? How much money would you really go on that?
I put $1,000
$1,000
on
on
Jason.
Jason over DePace.
Over DePace.
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
We got something
Give me
going
1
on
second.
now. Even though Jason is a little
Hold on a
rat, I'm still going to bet on him.
Hey, DePace. Hey, DePace.
Money's safe, Howard. I'll kick his ass.
I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, if I go 1,000 on you, I'll be really pissed if I lose.
Yeah.
You really feel you can
I'll be
beat him?
pissed if I lose to that fat idiot.
You can do it, right?
I can do it. And Robin, I'll want a full apology from you too.
Apology? I haven't insulted you in any way.
No, after I beat him, you're going to have to apologize.
All right, I put 1,000 on DePace.
Do the Mets have to apologize to the Yankees?
Jason, you're upset that I'm going with DePace on this one?
No, listen, it's your money, bro. No, I'm actually a little bit more worried for Robin. Like I said, I've never taken this test before, but
you see?
I am. No, look,
You're cracking.
I'm not cracking. I'm going to take the test, and I'm going to kick ass
My
on
boy
it.
beat you by 20 points on the last test.
Oh, yes, the triangle
You're
thing from the internet.
You're believing what Scott DePace says.
I don't know. I'm going with this guy.
Go for it.
Howard, if I win, I get to see Robin's boobs. How about that?
But what does she get?
Yeah, what do I get if you lose?
You get the pleasure of my gaze.
Yeah, really. Oh, dude, if I win, that's all. You don't need a prize. You're just going to walk around here with an I'm smarter than Scott DePace t-shirt for the rest of my life.
Hi, Miranda. What's up? Miranda, go ahead.
Hi. Howard, I would like to give the test. I'm a math teacher.
Yeah, no, I'm going to one of these places
that
tests kids. Like, in other words, so there can be no bullshit.
Oh, you're not going to give it there in the studio?
No. I'm going to go to a real testing center. I'm telling you. Yes, Christian, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? I'm a school psychologist. I give these things all day. I could give you guys the kind of gold standard and settle the score here.
Well, I'm going to go to a place so there's no sort of hijinks or people saying, "Oh, it wasn't real."
Yeah, people saying it's not a real test.
Right.
We don't want any arguments.
But do you give you know who I want you to give a psychological exam to? Ronnie, the limo driver. What kind of tests can you do for him?
I don't know if they've developed one yet.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't there like like if someone's insane or not?
Yeah, we could give them it's called the MMPI.
What is that?
Yeah, that could certainly measure for varying degrees of psychosis.
I don't know if you want to know the results.
No, you think Ronnie could pass that one?
No.
I say no.
But the IQ, yeah, I have the quote by a guy named Wexler. It's kind of the gold standard in IQ tests, and I give them all day long.
How long is that test?
I have an abbreviated one, probably about half an hour tops for each person.
See,
the real ones are about 2 hours.
John Hine was saying that he could administer the real one. That's what he used to do at his last job. And he said that those are could be 3 to 4 hours. But that is really the one
that's the gold
that no one can dispute. If you take an abbreviated one, people go, "Oh, I took the short one."
Right.
There's one, you got to have the 3 or 4 hours, but it sounds like it's worth it.
So should we have Christian do
if
it?
We're
or
betting
should we,
this kind of money.
Should we have Christian do it? I mean, the guy's a school psychologist who actually administers the test.
Well, John, would John come in here? Because he's got an explanation of that there's a specific one. It's a different name, too. Okay. I've heard of Wexler.
I've heard the Wexler test, too. Hold on, Christian.
All right.
Because I just don't want any shenanigans.
But I like the independent, no caller, nobody with an axe to grind.
Right.
There's a few different, like the Stanford Binet is a test that's very popular, but ultimately, people are going to argue if they don't do well, it's the test's fault. And if they do really well,
so
clearly
that's why
it's
I'm
a
thinking,
clear-cut thing.
Let's go to a testing center where the guys sit down, they're at a desk, there's no nonsense. Where would Christian where do you give the exam, Christian?
My office, but I could come in and you just need a quiet environment, so one-on-one situation. That's it. It's not a group administration.
Oh, you mean everyone can't take it at once?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Why not, though? Why can't you put everyone in a classroom, sit them down, give them the booklet,
and give them the time?
It's we could try it that way, but it's more of oral responses.
Oh, it's oral.
Oh.
Yeah, I ask questions, and I record the answers.
Oh,
I did not know that.
It's not like a 2 + 2 equals.
Oh, I thought it was like a booklet. You sit there and you.
Yeah, like those standardized tests we used to take.
Some of it is, but most of it's I ask a question and I record the oral response.
All right, hold on. Okay, you sound pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to get in touch with you.
All right.
All right, Gary, take this guy's number.
Is that how you did the test?
Well, you also have to look at. No, I was in standardized tests.
Okay.
But I know the IQ test. And you also have to look at what the test is actually measuring.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why although I think Jason is more intelligent than Scott, I think Scott will definitely beat him on the IQ test. Just because of his way of thinking. Just because of his way of thinking.
Might as well write the check now.
Well, then what good is the test if he's more intelligent, but the test will be better for Scott?
Well, you don't want to get, but intelligence is a relative thing. Sal is very smart when it comes to street smarts, let's say.
Right.
But when it comes to doing math or speaking, he's not. So it all depends on
I don't
what
even
the
know
test
if
is gonna
Sal
measure.
is what you'd call street smart.
Street smart?
The street is smarter than him.
I'm banking on him being smart in math.
I think you lost $500.
Because he was a stockbroker.
I think you lost.
Oh, Howard.
All right, you know what we'll do? Let me take a break. We'll continue this discussion because I really want to get it on the table. Who's taking the test, where the test is going, and the betting can begin. I mean, we got to get money riding on this. This is big. Fred will wipe all you fuckers out. All right, thank you, Johnny.
You got it.
All right, and so, Johnny, just to get it clear, the IQ test is part verbal and also part written.
Right. You can't just go to a testing center and take it. It doesn't work that way.
Oh.
You got to be with a person.
Well, yeah, because they interpret your responses, and a lot of it is how you're coming to the conclusion of whatever your conclusion is. That's
I see. How you get to
and
the
that's
answer.
where my boy Jason is going to surge ahead.
I don't know. I don't know, Rob.
guy's going to come out of their tongue-tied after Scott DePace.
You'll find out everybody here's a moron. Don't you think everybody here's secretly a moron?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Well, what else are we doing here?
Howard has money on you beating Richard.
I know.
Are you surprised?
Yeah. I think maybe Howard's the dumbest one. I don't know to vote on me, but I'll give it my best.
Yeah, you're really putting Richard on a pedestal here.
Yeah,
saying he's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, I believe it. He's smart. I work with him. I think he's when certain things come to us, like questions about stuff, he's a lot quicker to come up with the answer, as far as history and math and whatnot, and all these any odd questions. He's real good with it. He's real quick.
How do you think you're going to do?
Got me. I don't know. I have a couple of applications for my iPhone. One's called Brain Challenge and one's called Brain Tuner. And when I'm on the subway, I play them, and I do pretty good, so you never know. I don't claim to be smart or I don't claim to be dumb. I just claim to be me. I'm a guy that whose job it is to get naked and show my cock and balls, and I never claim to be some genius or anything, so even if I do bad, I'm not going to be bummed out. It's like, I do what I do. I'm not a smarty pants.
Why do you think you're smarter than Scott DePace?
I don't listen, it sounds lame to say you're smarter. To say I don't have much respect for Scott's intelligence would be an honest answer. I think Scott is a relatively smart guy. I do think he's really good at math and spatial stuff. He's good. I see him on the computer designing graphics and stuff. I mean, that takes a sharp mind. But I don't think his thought process is exactly intelligent. And if the question is who is a better thought, this all sounds gay. Yeah, Scott's dumb. I'm smart. I'm gonna beat him in the fucking test. And if I don't, I'll feel bad for Robin. But what can I say, man? It's not me versus Scott. It's me versus the test and Scott versus the test. I mean, that it's like golf that way. And so all I can do is do the best I can do on the test and hope the numbers fall where they may.
Scott, why do you think you'll do better on this test than Jason?
I'm just confident in my ability, and I've talked to Jason. I don't get any sense that he's some brilliant guy. And, when we're talking politics and stuff, he often will just change the subject. And I don't know if he's if he's doing that to be intelligent because he knows he's losing or because he's just an idiot. So, he doesn't come off as some brilliant guy to me.
My motivation is definitely more, I don't want to lose to Scott and then have to hear about it for the rest of my life. Because even if I lose by half a point, I'm sure I will never hear the end of it. Scott remembers this fucking triangle thing we did 3 years ago that was A, not an IQ test, B, Scott just grabbed me and threw me in front of a computer, and C, I don't think he beat me by any 20 points. But whatever, we got the test coming up. I guess we'll know for sure one way or the other.
All right, good luck, man.
Luck? Where I'm going, I don't need luck.
He thinks you won't do well because you're stubborn in your ways of thinking.
Well, that's right there is a sign of that he's not intelligent. Stubbornness has nothing to do with your intelligence. It doesn't. Logically, if you give me a puzzle, if you give me even a word puzzle of some sort to try, I'll figure it out before he will. He, just that thought, the stubbornness. What does stubbornness have to do with intelligence?
I don't know.
Nothing,
yeah.
And I don't even think I am stubborn. I just think that when I'm right, I'm not going to just change my opinion because of that idiot. Right? That's not stubbornness, that's intelligence.
I need to discuss who's going to take the IQ test, just so I can get this going.
Okay.
Because we're going to get an IQ service, and we're going to do heavy betting on it.
Okay.
Well, I think we're going to do 5 people. I was thinking Scott DePace, of course. Help me out with this, Gary. I think DePace, definitely Sal and Richard. But Jason
and Scott, because they were sort of against each other, and Richard and Sal, they're against each other. And then, did you want to do JD? I can't remember.
JD was in the conversation.
JD, yeah.
So JD's in?
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned me, but I'm not really playing against anybody.
Nobody cares about you being... Right. You already
but there's a lot of betting that can be. You could bet on who the overall smartest person could be.
Yeah, I think Gary would beat a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
Gary's very smart.
You think Gary could beat Scott DePace?
I do.
I think so.
I think Gary's smart.
Want to know something? Again, I'm going with DePace over Gary.
Why?
Really?
I don't know. I just feel he's more intelligent.
I think you're being fooled by his testosterone.
Exactly.
He seems to have a lot
and the
of it.
yelling.
He's
He
very
just yells.
confident.
Yeah.
He like I waver. Scott doesn't waver. Of course, I'm the smartest guy in the world. Scott says. So you start to buy into it.
I don't know. I just feel he.
I'd crush him. He's not that bright.
Are you sure, man? This is going to cost me a lot of money.
I think he's, probably slightly below average.
Wow.
Now he's doing gamesmanship.
All right, Gary, you're in.
I don't know if I have 4 hours, but
Well, if you weren't so busy playing Sporkle. That's Tracy informed me.
1, 2. So that's 6 people.
Yeah. Who else, Robin?
No, that's it. But I'm just saying the overall betting is who's the smartest of the lot. Then you got who's smarter, Gary or DePace? Who's smarter, DePace or Jason? Who's smarter,
Richard or Sal?
Richard or Sal.
Right. All right, I like it.
All right, I'll work on it.
And I already have a $1,000 bet with Robin on one thing.
It's Jason and DePace.
Yeah, I'm going with DePace and you're going with Jason.
Yeah.
At 500 with me, I've got Richard over Sal.
Yeah, all right, 500 with you. These are big bets.
Yeah.
I don't like to lose. Who do I have? I have Sal.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you know
You
what,
don't
though?
even remember who you have.
After hearing Sal on the wrap-up show, I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Well, this is why I couldn't believe you.
You can't say absurd.
The way he connects thoughts,
I feel like he doesn't understand Robin's 9/11 story isn't really about...
He says it's a theory.
Yeah.
And not only that, how can you dispute someone's theory?
But it's not a theory.
Or whatever you're
I don't
feeling.
know why I feel he's smarter than Richard.
I don't know why
No,
either.
He's not. I
Well,
mean,
maybe
in,
Rich,
in terms of like hijinks and things like that, Sal is like a Nobel Peace Prize winner. But when it comes to common sense smarts, now, believe
And
it or not,
who's always
I think
pranking
Richard.
who back there? If there's a prank to be pulled, it's Richard pranking Sal.
But Sal was like a stockbroker. I mean, you got to have
But
a certain
not a good
mathematical ability.
Not a good one, though.
So mathematical ability, but it doesn't always
That's
mean
big on IQ.
It doesn't always mean
The
common sense.
mathematical ability he had to have.
Right. He took orders. Well, he should be able to quickly be able to calculate in his head if a stock went up or down to be able to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
If the number's bigger, it went up.
No, but I think there's more involved in being a
He
broker.
wasn't that kind of a broker,
No?
Howard.
How do you know what he was? You really don't talk
Because
to him.
he's the one that's out of the business.
Yeah. Did you ever see the movie The Boiler Room? He was that kind of broker.
No.
You ever see that movie?
Yeah, like a big dummy.
I always joke with Sal. He used to sell Logistics. You know what that is?
Yeah.
That's the stock they sold on The Sopranos. Logistics.
I know, and then Sal thinks the Civil War was fought after World War I, and it's like, how do you not... Like, I know...
He can't find stuff on a map?
I don't know.
It's a tough call. That's why you're betting.
And Richard does have that ability to play the drums, which I know that sounds like a silly thing, but
And he reads music. He writes music.
It's mathematical.
The things Richard doesn't know won't come up on an IQ test. He doesn't know to bathe every
But then again,
day.
Tommy Lee knows how to play drums.
But Richard knows how to read music. He's not just a drummer. He can write music.
Yeah. Sal, I'm losing faith in my 500. I mean, I'll go with you, I guess, but
All right.
I've got a feeling you're going to lose.
You even said Richard's smarter than you.
I said he has an eccentric way of thinking, which would certainly be to his advantage during these testings.
See, that sentence alone scares me.
Why?
Where do you come up with that theory?
Well, Richard he thinks out of the box. And when you do these tests, it's all about rationalization and looking at things and deciphering what goes where. It's like with shapes and different
And you
things
give
like
up
that.
easily when you try to solve a problem.
No,
That's the other thing.
No, I work.
Like,
Me?
I've seen you on the air, like, just give up.
You throw me out.
No, let me ask you a basic question, but go ahead, yeah.
No, I don't give up. But the thing is, the Series 7 is one of the hardest exams in the world. They say it's right after the, what's the attorney exam?
The
LSATs.
Right. I passed the first time
the bar
out.
exam you're talking
yeah,
about.
after the bar. It's the second hardest, they say, after the bar.
What is the exam you took?
The Series 7 exam.
But can't you study? Like, I got a first-class radio telephone license, but
Right.
I'm a moron, but they taught me how to, like, take the test.
I took 2 weeks of classes, and
That's
I
what I
studied
mean.
for 90 days, and I got an 89 on it.
Right.
I also took my investment advisor exam, which is, I believe it was Series 35. I passed that with flying colors as well, and I think I got an 85 on that one.
See, I think he's like Beetlejuice. He knows what he knows.
Yeah, well, like, I took the written...
He's saying 89 and 85 are flying colors.
But Sal, I took the written driver's test and I got them all right. Maybe that's the same thing.
No, it's
Series 7, Howard, Series 7, I know people who have failed. It is a lot like the bar exam. It's a very difficult test.
All right, well, I got 500 on you, and I got 1,000 on the pace.
Is it just memorization? Is it just knowing things? Or do you have to figure out things?
There's a theory that Sal paid someone to take the test.
No, that's definitely not true. But thirdly, yes, it is short-term memorization. I have to agree with her there.
Okay.
But, hey, I passed it. I can retain information. And thirdly, I never sold logistics. That was one of Stuttering John's wacko guys. I was always successful in the stock market, and I did very well.
Right.
And I was on a smoking gun. I saw some interesting stuff.
Yeah, but none of those accusations were against me.
Places you worked.
Places I worked and places I left.
But you worked at a certain type of place.
Absolutely. And whenever I sent something wrong due to my intelligence, I got the fuck out of there. And I don't have I've worked on Wall Street for 10 years. I don't have one single complaint on my license. I've never done anything wrong.
All right. I'll stick with my Sal. I'm going with Sal.
See, he's lulling you into a false sense of security. The Series 7, there's probably a book, there are probably study guides that you can use.
Yeah, because
in an intelligence test, it may require you, as you said, to think outside the box. It's basically just using the logic that's contained within your head.
I got a first-class radio telephone license, which is you have to know major electronics.
Which I'm impressed because a lot of people did fail at.
Most people fail, but I took a course in Virginia.
You still did it.
With the great Ray Gill, who got me by. He got me through. But I don't think I'm real intelligent. You know enough. I think you downplay it, but you do know a lot of shit. Not really. I just fool a lot of people.
You ever look back on that test?
Then you're good at it.
I think, what a complete... Was it like an utter waste of time in retrospect?
No, because it helped me get my first radio job.
It did.
My
Although
father
later
was right
on,
about it.
they suspended you didn't even have to have a license anymore. It's like you mailed in your name
it
and
got
they
my
give you
foot in the door. That's why they hired me. Not because I was a good announcer. They needed a first phone.
Because they thought you could fix the transmitter if it went down.
They thought they thought I could stay at the transmitter if they had a problem.
And what would have happened had that happened?
They need a first-class radio guy to stay there. You can't have a smaller license.
But could you have done any repairs?
None. But that's irrelevant. What happened was sometimes you need a first phone. You have to say to the FCC, we have a first-class radio telephone. Yeah, but they have a guy who they share with a bunch of other stations.
The only reason I laugh at this is because, like Fred said, it's all meaningless now. At the time,
it's all meaningless now, but I got my foot in the door.
It got your job.
Yeah.
And that's why you take those tests.
But Sal...
All
right, Robin, I'm sticking with the 500 on Sal. He's convinced me.
You're a brave man.
Gary, I got a bet with you, and I got 1,000 on Scott DePace over Jason.
You know who?
Is there other bets?
Tons of bets, but we got time.
Who's smarter, DePace or Sal?
Well, according to Tracy today, with her degrees and Gary going to Adelphi, how about Tracy versus Gary?
I don't know. I want to
let that cool off.
I want to let that cool off a little.
I don't think we're ready for happy hour part 2.
Ganji and Goodstein?
Ganji and Goodstein. I don't think anyone cares.
Nobody cares.
Ganji and JD. I don't know. You think JD would be smarter than Ganji?
I was wondering if JD isn't the smartest of the whole lot.
I'm wondering.
I'll take that bet.
Who's smarter, Will or Jason?
You're saying, okay, you want to bet on who's number one?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me think. I might go with my boy DePace again. I could win a lot of money with this fucking guy.
All your eggs in one basket.
I know, but that's how you win big.
Or lose big.
Yeah, you spread it out, you break even. I'm looking to win money.
Let me think about that.
You're saying JD is smarter. You're saying JD is smarter than Jason and DePace.
I'm not necessarily saying that, but I do think JD's smarter than DePace.
Oh.
Wow.
How dare you?
Hoo-ha.
What the hell is that?
How much you want to go on that? I'm taking that one.
I'll do 500 on that one.
Wait a minute.
Is anybody else getting into this?
I want Robin in this IQ test.
No, why do I have to be in the IQ test? This is just me betting.
She'll beat you. Robin could beat you, DePace.
I'm not taking any test.
My money's on Robin. I'll go with...
I'm not taking any test.
You should do it.
I'm just betting.
All right, what is the $500 bet?
The $500 bet is that
JD will beat Scott DePace.
is beating Scott DePace.
JD you say JD is smarter than Scott DePace. Okay, you're on.
All right, so I got
that's a
1,000
tough
on
one.
Jason.
I understand
Write that
DePace
down.
being insulted.
$500.
That's all
I got $2,000 on this whole IQ thing going down.
500 on JD.
Wow.
Beating
All right, I got a good one for you.
What?
This would require we have to get them both tested. Gary the retard versus Wendy the retard.
Oh,
Gary.
Wendy.
The smarter one.
Who do you say, Gary?
I said Gary.
You say Gary?
But I'm
taking Wendy in 2
I'll
seconds.
take Wendy. Heartbeat.
I'm taking Wendy over
Yeah,
Gary.
she could spell red. Didn't he have trouble with red?
I don't know. Hey, what is it, Ralph?
Can I play Gary?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll bet on that one. You say you're smarter than Gary?
Yeah.
Let me think if I would take
Unfortunately, Ralph, there's no points for arrogance.
Are you no?
Let me think.
And you think DePace is going to beat Jason?
Yeah.
Based on what?
I just have a vibe.
He's got a feeling. He's going with his gut.
Ralph, you think you're going to beat me?
Well,
Gary, you think you can beat Ralph?
I believe I can. I think
it'll be close, but I think I'll edge Gary out.
I think I'd bet on Gary on this. Anybody
I'm
taking
betting
Ralph?
on Gary.
I'm betting on Gary.
Gary, all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, Ralph. Nobody thinks you're that bright.
No, that's good. I like that. You're all going to lose their money.
You want to bet on yourself? Take a bet with Gary.
I'll bet Gary.
Well, how much would you go with him?
$500.
Would you, Ralph? $500.
$500?
Yeah.
Can you cover that?
What's on the test?
I'll tell you what. Let's do better, Ralph.
What?
Let's do better. An iPad.
An iPad? No, you're paying for big money. I want to see you fuckers
That
really.
is big. That's more.
That's bigger.
How much is an iPad?
The one I want about $800.
Gary's a glutton. He's got to get the most.
We'll figure it out.
All right, let me understand something. Are you guys going to bet this?
Yeah, 500. I will beat Ralph on an IQ test.
Ralph?
500.
Well, look whose confidence is shaking.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't know
Not a big talker.
The only reason I don't know that I want to do this is because I'd like to get the check this fiscal year.
He's got to put the money in escrow.
Okay.
He's got to put it up before the test.
I don't want the check he gave John for his wedding.
I don't know if I want to make money off it. I'm doing it for entertainment purposes.
This is it.
Me. I have to bet on me?
Yep. Because I want to see you put your money where your mouth is.
Nobody believes that you can beat Gary.
Well, yeah, and you guys can all bet against each other. Yeah, when two football teams bet, they can't bet on each other.
I don't have anybody to bet. I believe Gary's going to beat you.
Right, you're the only one who thinks you can win.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't you understand? See, you can't even figure this out.
Which makes Gary a dunk shot for sure.
I don't know. I have to think about it. 500 is a lot of money.
Okay. Goodbye. Boy, that shut him down.
Yeah. He doesn't even believe in himself.
No, all right, let me ask you something. Who do you think's smarter? Lisa G or Steve Langford?
Langford.
You think?
Lisa G.
I say Lisa.
Lisa G.
Yeah?
They're both smart.
Now you got it. Now you got a horse
See,
race.
the problem is just because you think somebody's smarter than the other person doesn't mean the other person's dumb.
Not smart.
Right.
I didn't
just
say
think-
that. Who wins?
Steve.
Lisa G.
All right, who wins? Ronnie, the limo driver, versus JD?
JD.
I think Ronnie wins.
I think JD.
JD.
No, I think Ronnie wins.
JD.
Let me
Well,
ask
then
Ronnie.
we can bet.
Hey, Ronnie, get in here.
That's a good one.
Who do you think, Ralph?
Probably JD. I don't think JD's stupid. He just can't.
He doesn't seem that bright.
No, he just can't articulate. I mean, when you text with him, he's like very bright.
Yeah, he is bright. I don't even think Ronnie can text.
Is that a sign of intelligence?
Although Ronnie texted me the other night, he was pretty good.
See?
I looked at some like sample questions or whatever, and these questions are meant to confuse you. So I think I can do okay.
Against
Now that I can
Ronnie,
see that.
I think you could beat Ronnie.
confused.
What are the
Ronnie?
sample questions?
I think you could beat Ronnie.
You know, I don't know.
All right,
Hey, Rombo.
Can I give Sal a
Do you
sample?
think you could beat JD in an IQ test?
I don't even be bothered with it.
He doesn't. There's something
You're not
going
up to
on.
it?
He doesn't.
Nah. He's afraid?
He's not afraid. He's.
Are you seriously? Get on that mic. He's sticking with those glasses. Are you afraid?
Sticking with those glasses.
Are you afraid? Ralph said your glasses are no good, by the way.
These
I don't
aren't
care.
the same
You know what?
glasses,
Leave me
though.
alone.
I just said they didn't look
you
right
said
on.
leave me alone. Be out there and leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
All right. Would you?
I don't
be-
want to.
I'm thinking about putting some money on you.
Yeah. Get me a psychological test better, right?
All right. You want that?
No, I don't want that either. I'm not.
I
doing
want
I'm
that.
not doing
crazier?
it. I'm not doing it.
You wouldn't pass the psychological test, would you?
I'm not doing it.
You don't want that.
I'm not
Howard.
taking it.
You won't take the psychological
Yeah, everyone said
test?
if I find out the results of the psychological test, I won't
You'll
even.
have to get
I
Ronnie
won't even
out
be
of
around
here.
Ronnie.
Yeah.
I have my
Right.
suspicions.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't think you'd pass the psychological exam.
Probably not.
I think you'd flunk.
Probably will.
Well, let's find out who's crazy.
The
Well,
tester
then
will,
I think- I
the
think
tester
you-
will
I
run
think
out of
you-
the room.
Then this whole room should be taking it then.
What's
I'll
the
take a
sample
psychological
question?
exam, if you will.
I don't care.
Bet you I beat you on that.
I don't really care.
I bet you I'm more
What
sane
is
than you.
beating you?
What? Beating you?
I bet you I'm more sane
You're
than
as
you.
angry as I am.
No.
You're an angry person. You admit it.
I'll take the psychological exam if you will.
I'm not taking it.
See?
He yelled at me for just touching his shoulder.
Dude.
He yelled at you for touching his shoulder.
I tried to give him a pat on the shoulder, and he.
No, he has this habit of touching people. I don't like it. I don't like to be touched like that.
I'm telling you, man.
I gave him a pat.
You're gonna.
Oh, you like being touched, okay?
I'll take the
Oh, give me a
psychological.
break. You won't even shake somebody's hand.
I'll take the psychological exam if you will.
I'm not taking it.
And we'll go head to
I'm
head.
not taking it.
You beat a pussy.
Whatever. I don't care, dude. I'm not taking it.
You should take it. I think Howard would beat you.
I'm going to beat you.
Good. Beat me.
You think I'm
Dude,
crazier?
I don't care.
You think
I don't
I'm crazier
care.
than you? I'm not talking about IQ. I ain't taking that either. I don't want everyone to see how stupid I am. I can hear you on that one.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to do
But
that.
the crazy test.
The crazy test, I'll go head to head with you.
I know what my IQ is.
What is your IQ?
128.
Get
That's
the
pretty
fuck
good.
out of here.
That's right.
There's no goddamn way.
That's right. That's
You're
right.
saying your IQ's
That's
128.
right. 128.
He is good with directions and stuff. I got to say,
Directions?
that's an intelligence.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
I've driven with him, and he takes the worst route sometimes.
Yeah, okay, Ralph. You. Oh my God.
You could put this guy anywhere, and he could figure out where he is. That's intelligence.
Well,
See?
you just have no.
You can do
I'm
that.
not bright.
if
I
you
bet
have
you
a
Ronnie beat
compass.
me on an IQ
What
test.
are you talking about?
See, I
Ralph?
think you do better on an IQ test than you would a psych exam. Psych exam is going to throw you right in the mental hospital.
You might get locked
Whatever.
up.
I need a rest.
You shouldn't be afraid of the IQ test. I'll tell you what. I'll put money on you over JD. Now you reminded me you're smart.
I'm not taking it.
You're
I'm not
saying
taking
you
any
got an
test.
IQ of 128?
I'm out there to stand outside. I don't want to be bothered with any of your tests.
I bet you I can beat Ronnie in an IQ test. Definitely.
All right, how
Why
much?
can't you take the crazy test?
Yeah, how come? Something happened.
Because he passed it already.
How about if you take it with me?
I'll take the
Okay,
crazy
the
test.
three of us.
Crazy.
Three of us, and I guarantee you.
Who's crazier?
Listen, I know you from back when. You remember that.
Right.
I
I'll
remember,
take the
I'll
crazy
make you
remember you
deal.
from the red when you drove a red Mustang.
Ronnie, I'll make you a deal right now.
What?
Me, you, Robin, take the psych exam.
Right.
I beat both of you. That I'm more normal.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what you're saying? I have
And
no
I'll
worries.
say this.
I have
He
no
might be more
worries.
sane than you.
Between the two of us, the three of us, I'm the sanest person here.
Oh,
I'm the
please.
sanest.
Let's go.
Give me a
I'm
break.
the
Robin,
sanest
you will
person
flunk.
here.
Give me a break.
I have no
way.
doubt in my mind.
I'm going to say this. Ronnie will be the most crazy. You're going to be the second most
No,
crazy.
I'm not
and I'm going to come
staying
out
up
smelling
at
like
night
a rose.
worried about Dancing with the Stars.
Hey.
Neither am I.
I am.
How's that crazy?
That's not crazy.
How's that crazy?
Hey, maybe I would flunk. I wonder. Let's take it, Ronnie. Me, you, and Robin.
Come on.
Come on.
That'll be fun.
Let's do it.
Maybe none of us will get to leave after we take the
Come on,
I'll
Ronnie.
do it.
Don't
I'll
be
do
a
it.
pussy.
What
Don't be a
brings you in
pussy.
here?
You know what I'm
What do you
thinking?
have to do with
You know
this?
what I'm
I'm
thinking?
smarter than you.
You know what I'm
But
thinking?
what does this have to
What?
do with you?
You know what I'm
Why
thinking?
are you here?
Ronnie, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I might come out the worst.
I'm thinking that none of us might be allowed to leave.
See, I think Ronnie might be crazy, but what if it turns out I'm crazy?
You're crazy. Get
My
over
psychiatrist
that.
won't even let me out of the office.
Get over that. You're crazy.
But
The
you
three of us
function-
are taking it, Ron.
You function well with your craziness, though.
I don't know.
None of us are dysfunctional.
Maybe I'm so
Not,
Ronnie's
not
getting
really. You
there.
don't spend all day with
See,
me.
I thought Ronnie might be crazy. Now I'm wondering who's crazier, Robin, Ronnie, or me.
Well, that's why we're taking the test.
But my money's on Ronnie being craziest. But I'm probably wrong.
I think that.
So you're acting
I
all
don't know.
normal
You
now.
could edge out Ronnie.
Oh, if I do,
I'm
I'll be
acting
humiliated.
all normal. What do you mean? I'm acting the way I always act.
No, you're not. Sometimes you get crazy.
What do you mean? Oh, because I yelled at the guy on a wrap-up show?
That was the least of it.
The guy was an idiot. Did you listen to the whole thing? Fuck that piece of shit. Shut him off. Exactly.
Rambo.
Oh, fuck him.
Me, you, and Robin. We're not taking the IQ. We're taking the psych exam.
Should we throw Fred in there?
I don't know. What is it?
That guy called in this morning. He said he gives psych
No, we're
exam.
going to a professional.
This guy said he was the psychologist.
We're
guy.
going to
Called
a
in.
hospital.
A hospital.
We'll
We're going to a
know
hospital.
because
What if we take it and they lock us
That's
all
what I'm
up?
saying. They won't let us out.
I'll get my guy to come in here and do it.
Who's your guy?
He's a psychologist.
But does he give the exam?
I'll ask him.
No. We're not taking your guy.
Why not?
No, we're
He's
getting an independent
paid
guy.
by you.
So what?
Right.
Don't you
Ronnie-
think Ronnie's
What about your guy?
I don't have a guy.
You need one.
All right. This is a side thing now. This is getting out of the IQ area.
Into crazy.
But do you think you have an
Side
IQ of
bets.
128? You know that's near genius.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
It is.
it is. You don't have an IQ of 128.
I did. I do. The last time I heard, that's what it was.
Wow.
Whenever
I've
it
seen
was.
you try
Going
to think.
back.
Heard.
I've seen you try to think and nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay. I have a lot of common sense, believe it or not.
You asked him who the guard was in London a couple of weeks ago. Remember that? He had no idea.
But
The
that
who?
ain't IQ.
The guard.
Yeah. Remember, what was that? What was that reference you made, Howard?
You sure it's 128 or 12.8?
Okay,
Howard, what's
Benji.
a sample IQ question? Like, what kind of question?
Like an IQ question would be.
one.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to give you a series of numbers, Ron. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And just give me the next number that comes. 8, 4, 2, 1, 1/2, 1/4. What's the next number?
I'm done.
I know it.
What? You know that already, Sal?
An eighth.
Is he right?
He's right.
Yeah.
Just going by half.
Sal, I'm going to make a fortune with you.
You bet your sweet ass you are.
I had that too.
What? How much money do I have on you?
500.
That was a very simple question.
It was?
Yes.
That would have taken me a month. Did you know that, Ronnie?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
What's another
Was
question?
it as simple as Pond, Robin?
Hey, Ralph.
Like you know what that director's name was.
I know you got it wrong.
Ralph, did you know that
didn't know
answer?
it either.
I did.
You did?
I did when I was writing it down. I didn't. I wrote down 8.
Hold on.
Anyway,
We're
128.
not doing this now. We're gonna
128
have
is very
standardized
superior
tests.
intelligence.
It
It's
really
right
is.
below
It's
the
above
genius
average.
level.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a genius, believe me.
You're not.
Nobody
I know.
will dispute you there.
Give him another one. I couldn't even answer that. I fucking flunked this thing so bad.
You could figure it out if you wrote it down.
I don't know. But I'd use up all the time on the test.
4-hour test.
Okay, ready?
It would take me 4 hours.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
A train travels 20 feet in 1/5 of a second. At the same speed, how many feet will it travel in 3 seconds?
You got that, Ronnie?
20 feet in 1/5 of a second.
1/5?
20 feet in 1/5 of a second. How many feet will it travel in 3 seconds?
Do you know?
3 seconds, you said, right?
Yeah,
How many feet?
Sal, don't blurt it out.
I won't.
Wait,
I don't
3
know.
seconds?
Yeah.
20 feet. 3 seconds, 20 feet, huh?
You don't know, right? I don't know.
Isn't it like 300?
That is correct.
See, Fred's going to win everything on this.
Because you have to multiply
kind of a thing.
1/5 times
By-
20,
Right.
and then you take that factor and
Times
you
by
multiply.
60
And by the way,
seconds.
did you know it, Sal?
Yeah.
Because Richard knew it right away.
I said Richard's very good. Very good.
The Kansas
I'm
Central
gonna
used
win
to
a lot
go
of
through
money.
my
I'm gonna win a
town.
lot.
Did you know that right away?
Yeah, I pretty much did it the same way Fred did.
Okay.
But
I got it, but I had to write it down.
I want to bail before
I'm like Ronnie. I didn't get it at all.
But you can use paper on it.
And neither did Robin.
Oh, you can. You can use paper.
Me, Ronnie, and Robin are sticking to the psychological exam. We don't want to be
That's-
ashamed of our IQ.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll put our crazy up against
All right.
anybody.
We're going to find out who's the craziest. Me,
okay.
Robin, or Ronnie. And with the IQ stuff, and by the way, I will bet that Ronnie's the craziest. Although I could
we're
be.
betting on
How much do
ourselves.
I get if I'm not the craziest, huh? I'll be like everybody else
Well,
around
bet
here.
on yourself.
Want to bet on me? Want to bet with me? You think you're more sane than I am?
Yeah.
You really do? You
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
put your money where your mouth is?
Why not?
Look at you.
Then go for it. That's what you'll win.
Name an amount.
500.
Okay.
All right.
I say I'm.
You
I'm
think you're more sane than me?
Just because he's smart and he's got a radio show doesn't mean he's not crazy.
No. I know he's crazy.
All right.
I said, do you
but
think?
you're crazy too.
Who? Him.
Ronnie.
Oh, of course he's
I'm not crazy.
I'm just betting he's crazier than
I'm
I
just
am.
angry. I'm just angry. I'm not crazy.
You're crazy.
No, you're
No, I'm not
crazy.
crazy.
I think
You
you're
don't even
crazy.
know you're
No,
crazy.
you both are crazy. Believe me.
Yeah, Robin's crazy.
Robin
Do
wins
you
this
think?
hands
Hey, Ralph.
down.
Do you
Listen,
think
listen.
Robin is crazier than me?
I don't know. That's tough. I think actually Ronnie's just angry. I don't think he's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm angry. Dude, I don't get in the car in the morning and talk to my phone and then throw it on the floor.
Yeah,
But that's the psychological exam.
right.
In
that's
other words,
crazy. I
no.
think you beat Ronnie.
No, Ronnie's nuts.
I don't know.
I've seen him up close. I'm telling you, there's something going on in there.
Ronnie's got things.
He's got issues.
You know what? You know what? I will take that bet.
What?
I'm thinking
the bet's on.
I'm thinking back of a lot of shit that goes on in that car. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take that $500 bet.
You're on,
You're
pal.
nuts.
But see, Ronnie, the problem is Howard's smart, and he may be smart enough to outsmart the craziness. Like he'll lie.
Supposedly, you
I
can't.
don't know.
Like when you think you're outsmarting them, you're not.
You're doing the worst.
Hey, Ronnie has 18 animal tattoos. If that ain't crazy, I don't know what is.
No, I don't.
That's bad.
I don't have 18 animals.
I don't know,
Means he
man.
likes bad art. That's
Ronnie
all.
has bad taste.
All right,
He
listen,
wins there.
wait. I'm running out of time, so I want to get this settled.
All right.
You, Robin,
Yes.
Ronnie, and me are taking the psychological exam to
That's
see
right.
if we're sane. I
And
say,
you're saying it in me too?
Yes. I'm
You're
saying
gonna put
both
up
of you.
500 also?
Sure.
All right.
whoa, let me get on this. What is this?
He says he's saner than me and you. He's got
I don't even
500
know.
with you,
Between
and he's
you
got
two?
500 with me.
Between Robin and Ronnie, I don't know who's more insane.
Thank you very much.
I don't know.
You think you're going to bullshit your way through the psychological test? You're not.
Who? What?
You're not.
Bullshit.
Right.
Exactly.
To bullshit.
Same way she bullshitted through that other test. All right, listen to me.
This ain't Jeopardy, Robin.
$500. You're saying you're more
saner
sane
than you.
You say you're more sane than I am. Easily
Absolutely.
500 on that. I'm taking me.
Absolutely.
I'm taking me.
I will shave my head if she's more saner than you.
Okay.
I
More
swear.
saner.
You are going to blow
You got
more
money
sane.
on
Whatever.
him in the
Even-
IQ contest.
Aye.
Good for you.
I'm telling you, she's going to blow both of you away in the dust.
I feel like I've got about $25,000 on the line on all
Robin
this
is
testing.
completely insane.
And Gary, I want testing done on a professional level. I don't want to see some bullshit. I'm talking
I'm
about
going to
IQ.
do some investigation. I'm going to find the
All
right
right.
stuff.
Can I bet?
And you see the guy standing behind you? He's crazier than all of you. He's a fucking mental case.
Who's that, Ross?
Ross.
Ross is crazy.
Throw him in the mix.
Didn't even have to look.
I didn't even look.
You know. All right. Go talk about Springsteen for 7 hours, the two of you.
Can I bet Gary for 300
On what?
on me and him?
Okay. Gary, you'll take it?
He's down at 300? Yeah, okay. Let's put some money in.
I'll take Gary over Ralph any day. I'll put money on that.
That'll be great.
Gary will beat Ralph.
Yeah, but it's got to be fair, man, with this whole thing.
What
You can't
thing?
have some guy come in here that's,
No.
that's
We're
going to favor you.
No,
You know
we're
what I'm
going
saying?
to a testing
like,
center.
That usually happens.
You're paranoid. I told you.
I'm
you're
not
insane.
paranoid.
We're going.
I know the way you operate.
No, we're going to a testing center.
General Stern's show, remember?
No, you see, that's what I mean. You're
But
crazy.
that's anger.
I'm not crazy.
That's anger.
That's just anger. That's not
Dude,
nuts.
I'm not even picking the guy. Gary's going to a testing center.
Well, Gary's your right-hand man, so
Oh,
I got to
boy.
watch out.
Well, I'll tell you what. You go find somebody.
No, let's have somebody like Tim Sabian pick
I'll
somebody.
tell you what. I'll make you a better bet. We all check into Bellevue. Let's see who gets out first.
There you go.
Guarantee you they ain't letting you out.
That's a good
anytime
one,
soon.
Benji. I like that one. That's a good idea.
Benji?
Yeah, he wrote that.
What the? Get the fuck out of here.
He's really
You're really
crazy.
paranoid. You're really crazy.
He's writing up a storm over there.
He's writing all right, but he's writing to me that you're nuts.
He's writing 2 salads and a bale of strawberries.
All right, listen to me.
All right. Whatever.
Goodbye.
See you.
All right, how much money I got with you? 500?
500 and 500 with
500.
her.
All right.
Now, between you and me, you think you're saner
I thought I
than me?
bet you on that already.
I don't know. Did we?
We better go back and listen to the tape.
The bets have been flying.
I think I'm way more sane than you. I will bet
Way more
any.
sane.
I'll bet any amount of
I
money.
don't know how this is calibrated because we should have odds.
You're definitely
Where
better.
you beat the spread.
Well, you were better than you were. I mean, you were really nuts, but you're still nuts.
Oh, please.
And I'm sane.
No, and you're broken. You can't even get fixed.
No, you know what I am? I'm neurotic, but I'm sane. You're insane.
I'm neurotic, but
No,
I'm sane.
No.
No.
You're insane.
No.
But not
you
neurotic.
are insane.
You're not neurotic.
You are insane.
But you're not neurotic.
I am too
And
erotic.
it proves you're
I'm
insane
neurotic.
because you think you're neurotic. You're not.
What are you talking about?
You're not
don't know
neurotic.
me.
You don't
How
have
dare
neuroses.
you? How dare
You get on a plane.
That I can do.
But you can't eat food, Howard.
That's not neurotic. She's nuts. She's brilliant, but she's nuts. And Ronnie is kookier than anyone on the planet. Ronnie should. I think after these tests, they will try to have him locked into a mental institution.
Who do
That's
you
what
think
I
is the craziest person there?
Ronnie.
No. Forget like everybody. JD.
Ronnie.
Ronnie?
All right.
You think Ronnie beats them all?
Yeah.
Glasses.
I got money on it. I don't bet easily. You know I don't like to gamble.
Yeah, but between you and me, did we bet? I don't remember.
All right, let's right now. What do you want to bet on our sanity? I say I am now in a psychological exam. Can they say who's more insane?
Well, that's what we're betting
Okay,
on.
so
Yeah, what do they measure that at?
I don't know. Same way IQ. We don't know it, but we know there are tests.
I'll say he has a diagnosis.
Look, if they gave us the exam to be a police officer, that's like there's a psychological exam. There's also an intelligence thing, but a psychological exam. I'm telling you, I would come out the best, Ronnie would come out the worst, and Robin would be somewhere in the middle.
No.
And you know why you would?
I would come out the best.
You're crazy because you think you would.
I know I would.
You wouldn't.
They'd make me a cop in 2 seconds.
No. You could never be a cop.
You think I would flunk?
Oh,
You think
please.
I'd flunk the psychological exam for the
psych
police?
test, yes.
You're insane.
I think you
You're
might
crazy.
make out Robin.
No. So
He
bet
will,
it.
he will.
Put your money.
He will.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I don't know. It's a horse race there. That's a tough bet.
No.
Because you're both pretty wacky.
Look, I never had OCD.
OCD is neuroses.
But didn't you used to scream and yell at people who...
Yeah. She was
I had
nuts.
anger issues.
Right.
Well, hey, put your money. Let the betting begin.
Sounds like
I'll bet you $1,000 you're more insane than me.
You're on. You're on.
There.
There you go.
People betting.
All right, betting right for now is closed today, and we'll get as we get closer to the exams, we'll take more bets.
We'll lose more money.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Break.
I think we need Las Vegas to get in on this.
All I know is I just made myself busier with these tests.
I know. When are we going to have time? How long is a psychological exam?
I don't know, but I'm going to do it because I want to see Ronnie get in there. I want to beat his ass and your ass.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Are there different tests to take for, like, the police officer?
Yeah,
or...
there's a psychological exam for the police force.
I'd be kind of interested to see if he could have been a cop.
I guarantee you couldn't. The question is whether Robin and I could be cops.
Well, at least I was a nurse. Somebody was trusting me with something.
Nobody tested you.
They didn't have to test me psychologically.
Even the angel of death became a nurse.
What? Oh, stop it.
What's up?
I passed the police test.
What, the psychological?
No, I never got that far.
Exactly.
No, I never took it because I was going out with this girl at the time, and we got engaged, and her parents didn't want me to be in a cop. They were rich. They had a lot of money.
Right.
Okay? So instead, they wanted me to come into the family business. So I passed it up. I never went for the psychological. I had taken the written test.
Thank God you
knew
didn't take
better.
that.
You knew better.
Let me tell you. I'm going to beat you. The betting is on.
We'll see.
He's crazy, I'm telling you. I got my suspicions about him.
I've been watching him. I got my eye on him.
I've been watching for 20-something years.
Robin is going to win the most insane, whacked out, completely out of her mind psychological exam. Robin's going to win it, hands down.
And would you say, why would you shave your head if what happened?
If Robin doesn't win as the nuttiest one, I'll shave my head.
Really?
I'm that convinced.
Wow.
She's completely nuts.
The word around here is that you might
The
be...
word around here?
that you might
mean
be...
the word in there, Chris?
Yeah, that you might be smarter than Scott DePace.
I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it, but we'll see.
You don't think so?
I'm very, low self-esteem, so I don't necessarily think I'm the smartest guy. I think I'm pretty, knowledgeable about certain things. So.
But you're up for taking the test?
Sure, why not? I've already lost any dignity I had in every other aspect of my life. Why not just lose my, dignity and my smartness or whatever, knowledge. And Ronnie, I'm not sure if he can, he's angry, so I don't know if it's fair to say that he's insane. I don't think that'll apply.
I'm not insane.
No, he's
I'm
not.
angry.
He doesn't stick coffee in his ass. He doesn't go hand gliding. He doesn't have these, illusions of grandeur.
I'm too smart for that.
Yeah, to go car racing.
No, that I do. Car racing I'll do.
Yeah, you do it as a hobby, but you don't. All of a sudden, not out of the blue, you have this desire.
She hasn't done it in her life.
Right.
I've done it.
Right. He doesn't go to L.A. and wrap himself up in tortilla shells and sweat shit out of his body.
No.
He doesn't drink green stuff.
No. Maybe I shouldn't have Tim Sabian pick the guy then.
He knows that Frank DiCapra is not Pon. So, Robin is the dopiest. Robin is without a doubt the craziest one. No doubt. Hands down, Robin. Crazy. Right?
Whatever.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Gary Dell'Abate here, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about America's Got Talent, how we all went to watch it, all the whack pack that was there. Ass Napkin Ed called in, denied that he was drunk. I don't believe him. Jeff the Drunk called in to explain why he deserved to be sitting in the front row and everything else that happened. Here you go.
With the taping, Gary, I said this in the beginning of the show. It seemed like Howard really cared about this one. Not that he doesn't care about the other ones, but it was like in his hometown, the family, the friends, work friends. It meant a lot to him, and he was really touched, it sounded like, after he completed it.
Yeah, and I think even having seen him in Austin, which was like the halfway point, he seemed different at these ones than when I saw him in Austin. Just
How so?
Just more confident, more in the groove, really like right in the zone.
And what was it like dealing with both Staff there and the Whack Pack there?
Well, Staff was really cool. Staff you don't have to worry about. They're really nice. Nobody really complains. Everybody seemed to have decent seats and was happy to be there. The Whack Pack was fine. You know, like I said, when I got there, Jeff was sitting right up front. Nobody knew how he got there. And a bunch of people tweeted to me like, you've been producing the show for 25 years. How does Jeff get in front of you? I was like, I don't give a shit who's in front of me or behind. I don't, that's not my thing.
But you couldn't miss his ass, right?
That was really something, I'm telling you. His ass crack. He said he lost weight, but I don't know what was going on. And that was a whole thing. And then I saw King of All Blacks there. I didn't get to say I saw Elephant Boy there. It was fun seeing our whole crew there. Everybody except for one guy.
And it's like seeing family, right? I mean,
it really is. And they're so happy to be there. It's like Howard had a party and invited them.
And what happened with Ed? Why did you guys?
Ed was too drunk and on something.
And he just annoyed you, or
he was like in my face. He's on the phone. Put him on.
He's very touchy-feely when he gets loaded.
Ed, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So Ed on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your level of drunk today?
Oh no, I don't drink. I take my medication sometimes.
Okay,
you totally drink.
So you seem pretty coherent right now, right?
Yeah, of course.
Did you think you were a little out of control the other day?
No, that's what I don't understand, Gary. Why the fuck was I almost thrown out?
I have no idea. I didn't. I got to you before you were almost thrown out, but I have some pretty good ideas. Do you remember like putting your arm around my neck and you wouldn't let go for like 3 minutes?
No, I was giving you, Gary. I was hugging you
and you wouldn't let go.
It was a hug.
You were being a dick.
I saw footage of Ass Napkin outside of the show, like even before it started. And like he had his sunglasses were half on. He was slurring his words already.
Yeah, like I was trying to say hello to people. Whenever I tried to say hello or talk to anybody, you got right in between us and hugged me.
I wanted to kiss you.
Yeah, you were being a dick. You look at it, punch in the fucking head.
You know, Ed gets loaded when he has to leave his house. When he has to leave his comfort zone, he gets really hammered. Anytime he's come and done the Superfan Roundtable, he's done stuff with us at Caroline's. And, you know, I've said this before we did the show with him at Caroline's, he was laying on the sidewalk, passing out on the street before Caroline's.
Yeah, even a couple of your last appearances here, Ed, you've been overly high.
You don't need it, Ed. Like, you don't need, like, you're not loaded like you are. Like, right now, you're not that loaded, and you're good.
No.
You're good.
Yeah.
Why can't you be like this?
My nerves are really fucked up. And Gary, so you're mad at me now?
Well, you were being really odd. You were hanging on me. I was with my family. You were putting me in an opposition where I don't want to get mad at you.
Ed, he wanted to punch you in the face.
I'm sorry.
You would not let go, Ed. You would not let go.
But Gary, when I'm my medication, you got to understand.
Yeah, I don't get the memo on what level your medication's at. I just know you're on me and you won't let go.
All right, I'm sorry for that.
Ronnie,
I didn't even
was he deputy pet lady when he's on his medication?
Were you concerned about Ed? Was he causing problems?
No, he's passed out.
Gary,
he was passed out. I don't even know why he came. Most of the afternoon, he was passed out.
Ronnie, I almost fell to my death.
Good, you should have. You should have.
You heard about this,
an
right?
asshole.
The reason why they
bother coming?
The reason why they asked Ed to leave, my understanding from a memo I saw, was that he was in the balcony and he kept passing out, and they were afraid he was going to fall off the balcony.
Were you worried about that, Ed?
Am I worried? Why are you guys all being mean to me all of a sudden?
I'm not being mean. I'm telling you a note I saw that somebody wrote. I'm trying to figure out if that's the case.
That was the case.
Ronnie's been really mean. He seems like he's.
All of a sudden, I'll listen to you. All of a sudden, I'm mean.
Ed, you're deflecting. You're not really dealing with how you were that day.
It's because he doesn't remember.
Were you super high that day? And do you realize they asked you to leave because they were afraid you were going to kill yourself?
I wasn't going to kill my motherfucking self. Danny was with me, and she was helping me.
You understand everything you're telling him is news to him right now?
Right.
Like, he doesn't remember any of this.
Hey, Ed.
What?
819.
It was 8:19.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize her.
8:19.
So, Ed, when you knew you were going to the taping, how did you prepare for it? Like, did you up your medication because you were worried about getting out of control, or how did you approach it?
Yeah, because I get anxiety, so I had to put more medication in.
But Ed, forget about the medication. When you were in my face, you reeked of like. What did you drink? You reeked of alcohol.
Blackberry brandy.
I had Wayne.
And you snuck, I heard you snuck a whole bunch. You snuck it into the venue. Also, you were drinking all afternoon.
How is that sneaking it in, Ronnie? If they check you,
Well, I heard you snuck it in.
In other words,
how's that sneaking it in?
Because nobody else.
I can tell you how it is. There's a sign that says things that can't come in. You got through with it. That would be sneaking it in.
They check you though.
Yeah, and they missed it.
So it's their fault.
Oh well, then that's not my fault. That's their fault.
Yeah, but why bother coming to a live TV show taping when you're going to pass out for the whole time? What's the sense
I
of it?
didn't pass out for the whole
bullshit!
time.
Every time we looked up there, you were out cold, and
No,
you
I
were as
wasn't.
white as a ghost, man. It looked like you were on death's door. I mean, it looked horrible.
That's not nice.
Well, dude, that's what you look like. And I was down on the main floor. You were in the balcony, and you could see how white your face was. It looked like you were going to die.
Would you stop it?
And plus, they sent 2 security guys up there because they were afraid he was going to fall off
them.
the balcony.
I don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, I know you don't give a fuck about anything. So why bother coming?
Ed,
Why bother coming?
Yeah,
Because
why
I wanted
bother
see
coming to the thing at all?
Howard wanted to see me.
Oh yeah, he really wanted to see you. Yeah, he was jumping for joy when he saw you passed out.
Why did he notice why did he say something?
Because you were passed out like a moron up there. That's why.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
Ronnie, why does that offend you?
It doesn't offend me, but it's stupid. Why come to a taping to see a show and then come there and pass out?
But
What's the purpose?
If that's fun for him, but not for you, what do you care?
Well, that's a good question, Ed. Up until the point that you got thrown out, were you enjoying Were you enjoying yourself?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was there with a woman too.
But guaranteed, had no clue what was going on. Guaranteed.
And Ronnie, you say I'm white as a ghost. You fucking dye your motherfucking hair and your beard and all
Yeah, again,
that shit.
Ed, you're deflecting to a different place.
What does that have to do with it? Because you show up like an idiot and you're deflecting to me.
All right, hold on, you two. John Lieberman, what do you want to say?
The girl that brought Ed there told me that he drank a whole box of wine on the way there, and then he snuck in a big thing of Gatorade full of wine, took a few Xanax while he was in there, and he almost fell out of the car on the way back home. This is all on the record from the girl that took him there.
Ed, well, how do you respond to these accusations?
No, it's not true. I paid $51 motherfucking dollars for parking, and then
No, we pay $51 motherfucking dollars for parking.
What do you mean?
We pay for his fucking SSI or whatever he gets.
Oh, I see.
Ed, I just interviewed you 2 hours ago, and you acknowledged all of this.
I acknowledge all of what?
All right, I'm out of the Ed Vortex, Ed. I wish you could. We like having you there, but you got to behave on some level. But then, if you behave, then I'd have to throw you out of the whack pack. So
you got to start treating me more better than that.
All right, thanks, Ed.
Wow.
Act better.
What?
No, you would get a lot more play from the show, and you would get to do a lot more things and treated differently if you didn't get so hammered at
You
some
don't
of
have
these
addiction.
events.
You don't have addiction.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, I'm ending this. Ed, thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. Thank you for clarifying. I don't even know if you clarified anything, honestly.
You were an embarrassment to the show.
I didn't say that, but you did deflect a lot. But Ronnie, someone who did behave relatively well there was Debbie the pet lady. Apparently she had it under control at the taping, yes?
She was fine. She looked good. She was all dressed up, and I don't know what happened after that.
Well, today she was arguing with you and an impression of her for quite a bit.
I didn't do anything to her. She listens to people on Twitter who say I threw her off the block party, which I never did, number one. Number two, she said she quit, again, over the weekend, she quit the show. She quit the block party. She was doing her own block party in a pool hall somewhere. And she didn't need the block party. She doesn't need the Stern show, and she doesn't need anything. So I don't know what her problem is.
See, Debbie's problem is that, because she's got this mental illness,
right?
She takes a whiff of a rumor, turns it into fact, and then grabs onto it.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
And then somehow she got involved with Alice, Crazy Alice, and then turned Alice against everybody. Now she's mad at Alice because she made Alice say all those crappy things to Howard and Robin and me or whatever.
Yeah, in all fairness, Alice says those every day on my voicemail.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hello.
Hey, Jeff.
Everybody seems to be glossing over the fact that Fred was in the fucking balcony.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Fred had the number for the guy. You know, Fred sort of had a special number for when he got there. I don't know how that happened.
I think it happened because of the person that gave them the names should have said, this is Howard's right-hand guy.
They did. We did. We explained to them exactly who Fred was.
And why was he in the balcony?
I don't know, Jeff.
Look at Jeff's like an executive.
I know, Mr. Front Row. You got one thing
exactly,
right.
Jeff. You weren't in the balcony. You were up there front and center.
Not if I had Gary's seat, because he put me in the balcony.
That's where almost everybody was. That was part of it. Actually, front row balcony was an amazing seat.
Jeff,
I got to ask, Jeff, where do you get the sense of entitlement to just walk to the front row because that's where you belong?
Because it was empty.
Right, but why do you think
it could have been reserved for someone?
At any point along your walk, do you think to yourself, "Ooh, maybe this is for someone else"?
No.
Is this the dead arm section?
Jeff, were you insulted that they sat you in the balcony? Did you think that was someone here sort of taking a shot at you?
Quite frankly, yes.
The funny thing is, the balcony seats, they were front row balcony, and they were really, really good seats. I mean, you had a great view of everything.
What the fuck is this? What kind of VIP seat is this? I belong down there.
Says who?
What?
Who says you belong down there?
Everybody that was there in the section. Yeah, you do. You know, Eric the Midget was, when they did the taping in San Francisco, he was in the front row.
He's in a wheelchair.
And he wasn't in the front. He was already over to the side. He was all the way over to the right. He wasn't even in the front row. Howard had to look for him to see him. He didn't have to look for you. You were right there.
So, Jeff, when you were brought to your seat, what was your reaction when you got to the balcony and saw sort of who you'd be sitting with?
What an insult.
I said, what kind of fucking VIP seat is this?
VIP?
Yeah, I don't know that anybody ever said it was VIP seating. You said, hey, can I come? And we said yes.
Well, where else is this guy going to get VIP seating?
Jeff,
anyway.
you said, I got to come. I need a pair of tickets. And we said yes. So when did it become VIP seating?
Well, because I saw Fred the Elephant Boy was sitting there.
In the balcony?
Yeah, and there was other people there.
No, but when did you think that your seating was VIP seating? Which, by the way, it was. You got the front row of the balcony.
Yeah, but I belong down there. On the floor.
Never enough, man.
And hey, that's the way it goes.
Everybody enjoyed watching your asshole. It was great.
Oh, Jesus. My son was so grossed out by your ass. And my son said to me, I thought he was being a jerk and just goofing around. He said he swore he saw skid marks.
Oh. It's unheard of.
I'm serious. He wasn't being a jerk.
Those are VIP skid marks.
I got 2 words for you, JD.
Yes?
You ready?
Spit it out already, genius.
Benedict Arnold, you're a turncoat.
Why?
But you didn't get the fucking taping.
Okay. I was doing stuff for the show, so I'm a turncoat now.
Well, aren't you quitting?
What? Shut up.
You're quitting the show, right? No. That rumor.
Okay.
He's quitting the show.
Him and Debbie are quitting the show.
Well, Jeff, thanks for checking in and starting that rumor.
Jeff, I got an idea. Why don't you quit SSI and work for a living?
Hey, it's Mike Ganji. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, the debate continued on why we hired Elisa Jordana to be our Miss Howard TV. Is there going to be a lot of shtick from Benji? Is Elisa going to be able to be in a bikini? Find out exactly what we all thought.
Benji in the hot seat for his comments he made here yesterday about Judd Apatow and also about Elisa being a Miss Howard TV with a caveat, or maybe a few of them. And let's talk about this before he gets here, Gary. If I offer up someone as Miss Howard TV, I'm assuming that, you know, whatever comes with the job, she's got to do, whether I have favored nations or not. And I think Benji, although said he didn't want to speak for Elisa, he was totally speaking.
Here's
for
what
Elisa.
happened yesterday. Will came in and said, hey, TV guys, want to tell you, Elisa Jordan's going to be the new Howard TV. I'm not sure, Howard, if you wanted to come in, because we don't have every Miss Howard TV come in. Depends on their story.
Right.
And he said, but, she doesn't want to wear a bikini. And Howard could have made a determination there and said, well, she's got to wear a bikini. Benji stepped in and he goes, I don't think she wants to wear a bikini. And I was sort of annoyed in the sense, like, this is between Howard TV and Elisa. Like, why are you getting in the middle? I know it's your girlfriend, but she should have worked it out with them. I don't even know how it got to us.
Right. It shouldn't even be an issue because once you agree, I'm assuming, and actually someone from Howard TV can confirm this, once you agree to be Miss Howard TV, then that's part of the package.
The other thing that I thought was really funny today with Benji was Benji, possibly one of the horniest men on the planet, who has always had a great appreciation of Miss Howard TVs in the bikinis, turned around and said, I think she'd be much more comfortable in a dress. Which is funny because but compare it. Don't talk about your girlfriend. Talk about what your expectation is of a Miss Howard TV as somebody who's sat in that chair for a long time.
Honestly, not that big of a deal to me. But first of all, I just walked into this, so I don't know what was said.
I told the story the way it happened. Which I think is, in other words.
Oh, thanks. Okay, I don't need to say anything then. Okay.
Well, let's hear your version real quick, Benj.
Okay. First of all, just because I don't know if you guys said this, but people are acting like she lobbied for this or something like that. She came out of the blue. They
asked her or she asked them?
They asked her. It was a surprise out of the blue, a pleasant surprise.
But before or after you guys were a couple?
After we're a couple. Okay. Yeah. It was a surprise, but I think she's very hot. I think she's beautiful. I think she absolutely, would be great at it. But she's kind of nervous about it. And when it was presented to her, nothing was said about coming on the air. It was said about the shoot that they've done.
Okay.
That. So that wasn't. So she was, when they came about, like, hey, now we can get you on the air. We want to do a segment on the show itself. She felt a little bit, I know it doesn't seem like it's any different to do the shoot after the show, but it's like it ends up being the same thing. But it's like a little bit like I can't think of the right word. Not comfortable to be like on a show in that way.
I don't understand what you're saying.
She's comfortable being shot in a bathing suit. Actually, she's a little nervous about that itself. But to be interviewed in one, she felt a little nervous about it and was like, "Hey, can I wear a sexy dress?" And that was the question.
Right, but all Miss Howard at that point, even as her boyfriend, I'm not forcing her to do anything. I would have said, just so you know, there's never been a Miss Howard TV in the history of the show that's ever come in without a bikini.
I didn't know if that was true or not.
Of course you know, you're there every day.
I don't remember, Garrett. It's not like I said. I just probably they'll probably say. Either, we just won't do the segment then, but I didn't know if they'd still want to do the after part or not. And I said, it's totally up to you. I think you look hot as hell in a bathing suit. If you want to do it, it's great. If you don't, it's totally okay.
John Lieberman is here waiting to pounce. Go ahead.
Well, we've done a lot of reporting on this, and Doug went on the record, Doug Goodstein, and said he's expecting a debacle tomorrow when it tapes, and they may just use the footage for a behind the scenes and not for a Miss Howard TV if it doesn't go well.
What's the expectation to go wrong?
Why would Doug anticipate a debacle on his hands?
Well, Doug seems to think that there's so much controversy surrounding this. But let me just clear up where it started, too.
Right.
I didn't hear Benji, but it started when Howard TV was filming you and Elisa at your apartment, and it just sort of organically came out. So it wasn't Elisa lobbying for it, but it came out. They asked her. She said yes, and here we are now. But a lot of people back there you have Lisa G, who's upset just at the choice, and then you have Doug, who's claiming that he...
Wait, I'm stopping you. Why would Lisa be upset that Elisa's being chosen for Miss Howard TV?
Well, you see, Lisa's been critical of Elisa's musical talents, has been critical of the relationship with Benji.
Which has nothing to do with being Miss Howard TV, by the way.
No, it doesn't have anything directly to do. It's an emotional, reaction that Lisa just says, look, Elisa will do anything she can to, be a part of this universe.
See, it's funny. I had the exact opposite reaction. My feeling was something clearly happened over the vacation, right? And when we came back from holiday vacation, I felt like the Elisa bombardment had stopped. And Benji just said, I'm just going to have a regular relationship. And it became very normal. So when I heard she was doing this, it seemed like, okay, I didn't feel like it was being forced down my throat because Benji had been forcing it down my throat for the last 4 months. They've been having their relationship. Doug sees this. I see what this is. First of all, Elisa's very pretty. She's certainly pretty enough to be a Miss Howard TV. But putting her on here is going to get Doug and TV a little bit more juice, a little bit more recognition than anybody else. And so it works for everybody.
Absolutely. It's all about the publicity. This is a good choice publicity-wise. Benji's going to talk about it on the show, and so it was a wise choice in that respect.
But what would Lisa G possibly think that Lisa doesn't have to be Miss Howard TV?
Well, let's say I'm going to let Lisa come in and explain to her. I don't think she wasn't necessarily arguing the merits of Elisa as a Miss Howard TV. In fact, Lisa said she's pretty, she meets the guidelines. It was just an emotional reaction. I mean, look, Teddy, you were in there talking to Lisa yesterday, not to drag you into this, but Teddy and Benji went at it after the wrap-up show yesterday about Teddy's quip, rolling his eyes when Benji was teasing the Howard TV segment. And then Teddy came into the newsroom and you were talking with Lisa, and Lisa was clearly still mourning the loss of Benji as a friend. Is that right?
She is. She's exactly where she was, I don't know, when we left this last time.
She hasn't been able to move on?
I don't think so. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she's going to,
Why are you involved in this? Do you share the same feelings as Lisa?
I rolled my eyes because I'm from the camp. Look, just don't bring your girlfriend on the air, And I don't know. That's my theory. It's like, girlfriends are, unless if they want to come on the air, then they got to do what if they want to be Miss Howard TV, they got to do what Miss Howard TV has to do, which is get in a bikini or whatever.
I have no problem.
Otherwise, keep your girlfriend off the air and let's just go back to work.
I have no problem with that. It was she as a guest was saying, "Hey, now this is a new thing being presented."
I see. I felt yesterday. I was saying just as you walked in that it wasn't your place to say whether she would or wouldn't get. You should have just stayed out of it.
Garrett, but then this is what my thought process was when you guys were talking. I thought you guys would. I kind of wish I had, because I knew that you guys what you were thinking. But I was like, they're going to say to me, "Why didn't you tell us that this could be a problem?"
No, we would have ignored you, and we would have said, well, then, in other words, Will asked Howard how he felt about it. Howard would have given Will a response. Will would have brought it back to Doug, and that's how we would have dealt. When you jumped in, it seemed odd.
All right.
Well, and Doug and Ganji are here right now from Howard TV, and
by the way, they've already won.
Yeah.
They've already got what they wanted.
They've gotten the hype, which is good. But we're talking about Miss Howard TV and Elisa appearing, and John Lieberman says, Doug, that you think this will be an absolute debacle, to quote, tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting, and I think Benji's going to deny that right now, but I think Benji's shtick will come to life, which I'm sort of, I have to admit, I'm sort of, on one hand, I'm afraid to see what happens. The other hand, I can't wait to see what happens. Yeah, I think he's going to come to life. He'll see things, he'll find angles, and he'll become the stage mom, for sure.
And Ganji, you're in charge of the Miss Howard TVs. Did Elisa go through the same process, or did she get...
No, she didn't have to because we knew her at that point.
What about this bikini issue? I would think if she's going on air, she's got
that's a big sticking point, because every single girl for the 4 years that 5 years that we've done it has been in a bikini. Now, if you don't want her to be in it, then that's another story.
It's not me. She was initially, it was just to be... Because we hadn't in a long time had them on the show, on the radio show.
Right.
And it was initially just, hey, we have this shoot. It's going to be Wednesday afternoon.
But why are you talking to Benji?
Yeah.
Well, no, we're talking to Elisa, but then she consults Benji with everything.
So let her consult. I think you should just talk to Elisa and you guys should work it out.
But what'll happen is it'll just go from like Elisa will consult Benji will then talk to us.
Right. Well,
so that's how it.
You should tell Benji we deal with Elisa.
But Ganji,
yeah, but it's someone we know.
Really, you guys should be doing this through Michael Latin.
But let me ask you a question. Has something changed with Elisa? Because Elisa was tweeting out about a week ago that she's exercising, getting ready for her bikini. So did something change?
No, not at all. Let me make it clear. She
agreed to do it in the tape segment afterwards.
I know,
right.
and she just feels shy, very shy about it.
Hold on.
About it.
Ganji,
no, that's not. It was. She was just
Benji, hold on a second. Okay. Ganji, if any other Miss Howard TV candidate said, "I'm not wearing a bikini,"
that's not.
Hold on, I'm not saying it did. If any other Miss Howard TV candidate said, "I don't want to wear a bikini on the air,"
when we
wait, hold on. Would you turn around and say, "Then you're not going on the air"?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we book them, right, we tell them the possibility about getting on the air, and then that's in a bikini also. So that would be their time to tell me that there's a problem. If they said, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable going on the show," then we would be like, "All right, well, that's part of the deal."
Well, the other fascinating thing about this, which John reported, was Lisa G's reaction to it. That Lisa is upset that Elisa is going to be Miss Howard TV. Is that accurate, Lisa?
No, it's not accurate. I wouldn't say I'm upset. I was surprised after what Howard had said to Benji that both Benji and Elisa would say yes. After listening to Howard, and if I were Elisa and Benji, I would have said thank you, but no thank you. Because of what Howard had lectured Benji. And also I agree how Teddy feels. There's no other spouse or girlfriend that comes on the show.
Look, I would take Mary Delabate in a second.
Yeah, I don't have a big issue with
I
with
don't have an issue with that at all.
Sal's wife's been on the show.
I would take Christine.
And we're not even
them.
sure that it's really a boyfriend-girlfriend, are we?
Benji, you're going to have to fuck her in front of all of us.
Yeah, I thought that was Doug said that was one of the bits.
But Lisa,
that's one of the bits.
But Lisa, a couple months have passed, yet it seems like you're still upset by this.
Like I said, I'm not upset. I was surprised. I was in that room when Howard was talking to Benji, and even to this day, I would have said thank you, but no thank you. But that's me.
Why should she turn down an opportunity that was offered her? Not when she sought out. In other words, the TV came in, they offered it to her. I think there's a big difference.
Do you believe that, Lisa? Do you think Elisa sought it out, or it just came to her like...
No, I don't think she sought it out.
Okay. So why do you feel she wouldn't... Do you feel
that's just me. That's how I would have handled the situation. It is very enticing, but if I were Benji and Elisa and I was in that room and Howard was talking to me like that, 6 months, a year, I would still say thank you, but no thank you. That's me. The way I reacted was Lisa G reacting to a situation.
But I still can't get a handle on what Howard said to Benji that you think would make her not want to do this. But I think
no,
what Howard said
I thought she would want to do it. I'm not her, but it's very enticing.
But what exactly was it that Howard said to Benji that should make her not want to do this?
I don't remember the specifics, but I remember that he was saying when I said, well, no other spouse or girlfriend comes on the show like this, or hawks T-shirts, or, posts videos nonstop and, over and over again. And that's when he turned to Benji and said, yeah, Lisa and Gary are right. You don't remember that?
Well, I thought it was more about the frequency of what Benji was doing. Not that she was on, but that it would seem to be a daily occurrence. And by the way, it has been done in the past. It's just that when Jackie was married to Nancy, there wasn't Twitter and Facebook.
Right.
Well, so that is a big difference. Things have changed.
Benji, you took flack from Howard early on, and then later you took a little hit from Fred as well. Did that bother you, how they were talking about you?
Yeah, I don't like being, I think if people knew me one-on-one, I think they, this is what doesn't...
You don't think Fred knows you?
No. I'm talking about people that hear that. I think if people know me one-on-one, I don't mind as much if someone decides not to like me or likes me. But I think a lot of our listeners have the wrong image of who I am, and that I don't like. And I think
what is the image of who you are that you wish they had?
I think I'm a nice, good guy. I do.
Oh, I don't think people think that you're not nice.
All right.
I don't think that if people complain about you, I don't ever think that not being nice is part of the equation.
I think they have an idea that I'm sort of a jerk and always like being
shticky
in an annoying way. And I, Ganji and Doug, they'll act like I'm a jerk on the air, but I think they both really like me a lot.
And Ganji, what is your concern tomorrow with this whole Miss Howard TV thing?
My only concern is that a 2-hour shoot turns into a 10-hour shoot.
But why?
Benji.
What would turn it into a long shoot?
Because Benji, you know how Benji works. It's like, oh, we should do this. Why don't we try this? Why don't we do this?
It's not Benji's shoot, though.
But here's what I don't understand. I never see another boyfriend in the control room directing, so why now?
But I feel like he's going to, look, I can't kick him out of the studio because he has a right to be there.
This
is
workplace.
Sure, you can kick him out.
It's a unique scenario, and
yeah.
one hand wants him to not even be. The other hand, I can't wait to see what he's going to do. Like I want him I want him to do all the stuff. It's going to be great for 3 shows. It'll be great for the Miss Howard TV thing.
Don't mind.
It'll be great for behind the scenes.
Whatever is best,
and
for
great
the show.
for the daily. Great
if you
for the
guys
regular
say,
show.
hey, it'd be better if we just do the shoot just with her. I don't mind that. That's fine. Whatever you guys want to do is fine.
Do you have any plan to get involved in any way tomorrow?
You're not going to be here, right? You won't be here,
no,
right?
I'm sure you guys have worked out some bits in advance.
No, we don't have any bits.
Well, my sources said you were going to put a bikini on.
That was her idea, and I don't want to do that.
But Benji, when you do that whole rap about people have the wrong perception of you, don't you think part of that is your response? Like, don't you take a little responsibility
of course,
for that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
And
yes.
with tomorrow, I mean, I'm sure there have been other.
I just take it one day at a time.
I'm sure there have been other controlling boyfriends who've come around with the Miss Howard TVs.
We actually tell them not to bring their boyfriends.
But say they do. Don't you just put them in the green room?
Yeah, they're in the green room. They get bored after a half hour and they go out for a walk and they come back at the end.
So, Benji, I think if you're taking the stance of, you know what, that's Elisa's decision, let her.
Well, she better not bring her boyfriend. I'll be pissed. No,
Does anyone notice that Benji seems like really upset or out of it?
No.
Right.
I think Benji's working really hard to try to be normal.
Yeah,
and it's killing him.
Something's up, man. It's not like the Benji we know here.
Oh, come on.
Hello, Ralph Sorella.
Hey now. Hey, you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, I didn't hear a hey now back.
Hey now.
Okay, there you are. Hey, this is a ridiculous conversation. I mean, these guys are obviously looking for a problem. Why else would you book Benji's girlfriend?
Yeah, I agree with Ralph a little bit about this. The guys are trying to have it both ways. They want the attention, but they want it to go well. But when you get the attention, this is part of what you're going to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, why else would you book her?
Because she's hot.
Oh, come on, Ganji. There's 50 million hot chicks. You're booking her so you can get Benji to do something stupid, and he will. And it'll all work out.
And that's what we're going to get, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure.
don't sit there and pretend you're not looking for that.
Well, the problem is, I think, from the look on their faces, they want something stupid, but now they're afraid they're going to get something so stupid that it's going to make them be here till 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Careful what you wish for.
Well, that's the
Benji,
thing.
Benji, go really stupid. Do something really that.
Yeah, go full retard.
Fuck them up.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about this man right here and his lovely girlfriend, Elisa Jordana. She came in as Miss Howard TV. I think she did a great job. Benji was insanely jealous, and...
No, I wasn't.
And Lisa G was even more so. Here's how the conversation went.
Benji was a very big part of the story today with both Elisa, who's Miss Howard TV for the month, and Lisa, who apparently is Benji's mother and very concerned about who he's dating. And I thought Elisa came off very well on the air, Benji, but I was watching you more, and you were a mess. Like, you were really... What was going on in your head as this was all going down?
She was getting ready last night, and I didn't get enough sleep. When I don't get enough sleep, I'm a mess anyway. But then on top of this, I know... Like, once she was here, she was great and she was having fun. She was terrified of it, and I was really worried for her. And, so that's what was going on with me.
And I was interested in what was going to happen when Elisa got in there. She was fine in the bikini. She looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But to me, the more fascinating part of that interview was when Lisa G came in to do the headlines, because you got some real emotion out of Lisa there, and I felt that both of you were apologizing, and neither of you meant what you were saying.
Well, first of all, I thought I was really angry at Lisa a couple months ago, but I thought it was justified. It was reaction to things that I thought she had been doing.
But it's a strong word. It's the last word you can pull out.
I'll say this about that. One, this is what I said on Twitter. I said, this is not a word for word, but basically, I said, I think you're acting like a miserable cunt, and I think it's coming from a bad place. I hope you act better soon. Didn't say anyone's name on it.
But you knew who you were talking about, right?
Yeah, it was mostly directed towards her. It was directed towards just general hate, but I knew she would take
other
it.
people acting like a miserable.
On Twitter, stuff like that. But yeah, it was in reaction to. It was an in general thing, but yes, I knew she would take it as that. But
you think there's a difference between telling someone they're acting like a cunt and calling them a flat out cunt?
A slight.
It's so slight. It's
no. What I'm saying is also I didn't say her name on Twitter intentionally.
But she knew it was directed to her.
Yeah. But I'm saying someone acting like that could take it as that. Then but this was after she had continually had been crowbarring in insults about my girlfriend on her newscast.
See, Lisa wasn't being totally honest. She said the only thing she ever said was that she was trying to do whatever. But I know that the people in the news department said that many times she said that Elisa didn't belong with Benji, and she was saying how she felt. We got the most honest reaction out of Lisa today that I think we're going to get, and I still don't think she's really speaking from the gut. Do you agree?
Yes, and although I thought that her and Benji arguing was very real, But I see John Lieberman here, and Lisa can't make it down, or she's more than welcome to. I'd like to hear what she has to say.
Well, I think she's going to try to come. She's on deadline for something, but she said she'll try to come down.
Okay, can we remove that deadline and get her down here? I mean, this is not that the news isn't important, but I mean, we've got breaking stories here too, John.
Exactly. And, this has been going on and on. Lisa unfollowed Benji on Twitter a few weeks ago, we reported. And I also understand that Lisa and Benji wrote a song called Haters, which was based on Lisa G. Lisa told me that you're going in to record tomorrow. So there's so
based
much
on hate in general, yeah.
But did Lisa have something a little bit more than a little something to do with
Lisa's name won't be in it, but
no, her name's not. No.
I think it's very funny because Howard and I were talking.
It's actually a very positive song.
Howard and I were talking about this before Elisa came on, and we knew that there was a Lisa G sort of friction or whatever. Right. And Howard and I were having a very real conversation. I said, "Do you think that Lisa G, is on some level in love with Benji, or do you think that Lisa G looks at Benji as almost like a son? Like, I love my son, and I don't like who he's going to marry."
I think it's the latter. I think, although I think she loves you, Benji, I do feel like this is Benji. I know the type of girl that he should marry, and she just isn't it. And I'm going to do all that I can because the Benji I know is this way.
But why is she so invested in Benji? Would she be as invested in me or you or Jason? What is it about Benji that she's so invested in?
Because she felt that she and Benji had a bond. They were going to these press conferences together. She was bringing bread in for Benji to eat. She became this mother figure, and now she is in a state of mourning. And I think Teddy can speak to that because she brought Teddy into the newsroom yesterday, and she looks at old pictures of Benji, and it's almost as if that Benji is dead to her. She'll point to pictures and say, "That's the Benji I remember. That's the Benji I know." I mean, Teddy, that's what she showed you.
She texted me to come down to the newsroom, and I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "What's going on with Benji?" It's like
no, let me tell you a quick story that Julia back up. Every day in the newsroom now, just to get a rise out of her, I'll sing one line of Online Sweetheart in the afternoon, just like I have Tourette's or something. I'll just go, "Online Sweetheart," and the first thing she'll do is, "So what's going on with them? What's going on with those two?" On cue after I sing my line.
That's our Niagara Falls.
I think there are a lot of obsessions going on here. I won't call them healthy or unhealthy, but I do think that Lisa is obsessed with you and Elisa. I do think Elisa has become obsessed with you, which is ironic just because the last time she was in here, it was the other way around. And that's pretty incredible to reverse that sort of feeling.
Well, the truth was we were both obsessed with each other. She was obsessed with me as a friend, and I was obsessed with her as a friend, but I also had a huge crush on her. And
but that's a huge hurdle to clear. Many men have been obsessed with women as a friend and haven't been able to get it reciprocated. You broke down that wall.
I did, and I don't, like I said, I've said before, I don't think was initially her type. I don't think that really matters to women for the most part.
Well, you've certainly become her type because she was raving about how gorgeous you are, and
I think she's blinded by love now.
I thought that Elisa was a very good guest today, and I had a lot of fears about her coming on today. And I thought that she was like 95% honest. I thought I got a real look into their life together, and I believe most of what she had to say, and I found it very interesting. Quite honestly, I hadn't heard a word about their relationship since after the New Year, and I was a little curious. I thought she was a great guest.
Thanks, man.
When you were in there yelling,
I don't think he was complimenting you.
I'll take anyone. If you compliment anyone,
when you and Lisa, who I guess is too busy to come down here, I really like her here, but when you guys were going back and forth, and then Elisa came in and was sort of standing next to or towering over Lisa, I guess is a better way, because Elisa was very tall. Was that awkward for you, or did you feel like, okay, finally we're going to come to some resolution with this?
I didn't like it because I kind of lost my cool, and I don't think it's like, I think I've been poked at by Lisa in this situation a lot, and people just saw the eruption at the end.
Do you think that if I know we're going to get crap for this, saying like I'm a sexist pig or whatever, but do you think if Lisa had other distractions in her life that this wouldn't be as big a deal?
John Lieberman?
My opinion is yes. I mean, thank you, Jason, for throwing that right to me.
No problem. Putting
me on the spot. Sure, I think that maybe perhaps if she had a family, she had children.
Well, she got a family. You mean a family like a husband?
Real family?
Right. Not her. Look, the more distractions you have in your life, the less you pay attention to this. But I think this obsession definitely did take over her life for a good portion of the last several months, though she now claims she's over it and she's going to go to dinner. And,
that's cool. I would love it to get to a nicer place. But the thing about the apology was she always said, she continually was saying these insulting things. And then she would say, I'm sorry this hurts your feelings. Like, I'm sorry if that hurt you.
I rarely agree 100% with you, but I agree with you 100% about the apology. That's saying that she's sorry. There's two ways to apologize.
Right,
she didn't apologize for what she said.
Right. She wasn't saying she's sorry for what she did. She was saying she was sorry for the way that she did it.
And how you reacted to it. She was basically apologizing for you.
And I do want to clear one thing up, because every time you tried to answer this question today, Lisa kept talking over you. So I just want to get the full answer. Did Tim Sabian ever come to, let me ask you, did Tim Sabian ever come to you?
No!
And say, you have to apologize for calling her the C word?
No, absolutely not. Maybe we could ask, I think that's kind of fascinating that someone, first of all, it's one of those interesting workplace issues like Twitter, how it gets involved with work. I'm actually very careful not to put work on Twitter. Tim never talked to me about that. I decided to go and approach. I think you were there that day.
Yeah, I talked to you. I talked to you about it.
I said I want to apologize. I said to her, I said I'm sorry about it.
Then why does she think you didn't?
And I don't know.
And insists that you're a liar.
I will say it on the air. Like I said I'm sorry I did that, and I'll say it to her personally too.
That was the moment that pushed Lisa over the edge, was that tweet. That tweet made Lisa feel, and I hope she comes down to voice it so I don't have to voice her emotions for her, but that tweet pushed her over the edge and made her feel like Benji was being hateful toward her. Look, here's the thing. Benji kept this going, I believe, for the publicity and the story's sake. It was a good storyline. Lisa kept it going because that's how she truly felt inside.
I wasn't trying... I do see it being a good storyline, but I would much rather Lisa G be nice about the whole thing.
Like every story usually has a good guy and a bad guy. This is one of those stories where I feel there's two bad guys. Like, I'm annoyed by Lisa in this story. I'm annoyed by Benji in this story. Just the whole thing is...
How did you think Lisa was today?
By the way, and my tweet was after she had done all those news stories and tweets also.
We got that. Well, how did you think Elisa was today, Jason?
I thought, it was a better interview than I thought it was going to be. I really thought it was going to be obnoxious. But, you and I were talking in the office, and, you were saying, I think she was truthful about this and maybe not so truthful about that. And I'm just like, Gary, I'm still on the premise that her and Benji aren't a real couple. Like, that I am still working off the premise that we're all still being had in some way.
I will, you can spend a night with us, Jace.
No, thank you.
Well, more importantly,
I don't care that much.
Program director Tim Sabian is here, and hopefully he can clear something up. Tim, did that conversation happen or not?
Benji, I do believe that you and I had a whole conversation about Lisa G. I really do. I have
100%
really?
Absolutely positive.
Because I remember Lisa G. and I had that conversation about...
Maybe you told her that.
No. But I think you and I asked you to pull it down.
Absolutely, positively.
Really? Well,
I'm 100% positive. I'll take anything. You never talked to me about that at all.
I do feel that we had some kind of contact on that issue at some point. I'm
100%.
I'm going to start logging all my hall talk conversations.
100%. Tim, I'm not accusing you.
No, I'm not. But I really do, because I do remember Lisa coming to me.
Maybe you intended to, and maybe I already did it without you, because I think I took
because
it down
did come down.
And listen, I like Lisa.
But if you guys know me, I really don't. No. I don't like being. I'm not. It's not my type to do that towards people.
But I do recall it came down afterwards, and that's why I do believe that we had some kind of.
I swear on my life, I'm 100% positive. Never discussed it with me. But that's interesting.
Jason, I was going to say, I actually, because I'm on Lisa's side a little bit with this guy. I thought Benji was mean to her, but where does the line get drawn in a sense of why could she say bad stuff? And then Benji went over the line by calling her a name. I'm just because I know this is not the first. This is not the first time Lisa has gone to complain.
Did you see the Twitter
to you about something like that?
Yes, I did.
What did it? Do you know what it said?
It was something about acting like.
It said it didn't say Lisa's name.
It wasn't.
It said I think you are.
Or I think it was kind of. Assuming or incite,
It wasn't replying to anything. It just said, "I think you are acting."
So what's the line? But Benji, I mean, you can't pretend that
No, I'm not. But that's funny that she would complain.
But you would have been better off if you would have said some people are acting like cunts, and they should just shut their mouth would have been a lot than you
I decided
are.
I didn't even like doing it at all, but I swear on my life, you never discussed it.
And I
with
think
me.
you hit on a good point. That's not characteristic of you, and I think that's what bothered Lisa so much was that she had never seen that type of venom out of you.
Right.
I'm just curious, Tim, about where the line is where somebody can question somebody's sincerity or their love or a bunch of things is okay, but then the other thing isn't.
I think it's a case-by-case situation. You got to be careful. I mean, this.
Well, Lisa has a lot of cases, is what I'm trying to say.
We work in a very subjective world here, and
it seems to be more subjective with Lisa, is what I'm trying to say. Because I know this is not the first time.
So if I
this has happened
Twitter
with
today,
Lisa.
you absolutely never talk to me.
Benji, I don't know. Think back.
I'm 100% positive.
Okay.
Look, in the spirit of fair play, I do want Lisa down here so she could speak for herself. I don't like talking about her when she's available, but Shuli's here, who is not Lisa.
Can we trade?
But is still part of the newsroom. And Shuli, what's going on?
So I told Lisa, I said, Lisa, you got to get in there. And then she said, at first she said no. So I got up to come down here. I said, is there a statement you'd like me to make? I really think you should come in here. She said there's no statement she wants me to make, and she doesn't want to come in at this point because she feels, I think she kind of feels like maybe she's going to get ganged up on. Maybe that she said it's crossed the line somehow. I don't know what that means.
Hold on.
Not necessarily you guys have crossed the line. I think there's so many people involved.
You know, I think if Lisa's listening, and I don't know if what I'm going to say is going to bring her down or not, but I think that when you take some shots at people, if they respond, whether it's fair or not, you could argue whether it's fair or not. But I don't think that Benji taking a shot back at you was completely unprovoked, and that's something that I think that you guys should discuss.
And Lisa, I'll definitely let you speak your piece here.
Yeah.
I mean, you should rest assured of that. Go ahead, Jace.
I was going to say that let's be clear because a lot of stuff gets muddled. Lisa interjected herself into this story. I mean, you know, it's not like this story enveloped her that she's now caught up in some other drama. I mean, this is a story because of Lisa's involvement with Benji and Elisa.
She's physically caught in the Benji vortex.
But she joined the Benji vortex.
Let's work at some calls, guys. Jeff in Chicago, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, guys. I got a couple of things. One is, next time you have Elisa on the air, have somebody else talk to her because her voice is annoying as hell.
I love her voice. I know it's like
me too.
She had a
Barbara
weird.
Streisand.
I thought it was Barbara Streisand on What's Up, Doc. That's exactly what it sounded
I
like.
love it. I mean, I think it's really cute.
I thought she sounded like my sister.
Yeah, no offense. I mean, she's a hot piece. But my question is Benji, and I wish Lisa was down here to respond, but Benji, have you and Lisa had anything going on outside of work? And the reason why I say that is her behavior is so strange that it's almost like you guys went out on a couple of dates together.
No.
And,
I mean, we
and
definitely.
now you got. Hold on.
Okay.
Now you have a girlfriend. She's like the jealous ex.
No, we.
You know,
we definitely had but I think I'm close with a lot of people here. But I definitely had a friendship with Lisa G, and I hope to again in the future.
But you asked her out a few times.
No, I did not.
Not
In
real.
the
Not real.
I really did not.
Well,
but I got to
Benji, you.
I never asked Lisa. No, it was a joke. I did it as a joke on the news.
Tim, do you remember a hallway conversation with Benji about this?
Yeah, I specifically remember unequivocally that Benji was there pleading and begging Lisa G to go out.
Benji, I got a question for you because I'm looking at a couple of calls up on the board.
And I like her. She's an attractive woman.
I'm looking at a couple of calls up on the board, and I saw the same word twice at two different calls. They said that they felt that Lisa G is condescending to you. Do you ever feel that way?
She's very judgmental, which I guess is a very similar.
That's another word that's up here.
Yeah, she comes off as she knows better. She's standing on the outside and she knows what's better for Benji than Benji does, and that is condescending.
Which goes back to why the investment in Benji.
I don't mind people thinking they know better, but it's like acting angry about it.
Right.
You know, I don't like that.
I think Lisa and Shuli, you can back me up on this and that. I think she's always liked Benji. She's always enjoyed his humor. When he did the press conference stuff, that sent him over the top in her eyes. And I think she also saw Benji as someone she could sort of relate to and take care of in some way. I don't know if it was ever romantic, but I definitely thought she felt there was a connection.
I think you hit it right on the head with the press conference stuff, because for me, I think that's when she saw Benji in a different light. She was very impressed with his bravery to do something like that.
But do you think it made it like him? Made her like him?
They bonded.
Look, from day one, she has claimed that this is about their friendship. That she is hurt. That she feels a friend has changed on her and will not be the same. But everything she's saying, the tone, the cadence sounds like someone who has feelings.
I mean, does going to a couple of press conferences make you friends?
Well, it's strange. She takes a certain.
Wait, hold on. With Elisa, it made her fall in love with him.
You weren't getting any action
she
till
was
that.
already falling in love. It was a catalyst.
No, it sounded like more than a catalyst, Benji.
No.
Billy D over here.
I'm telling you, ask her. If you listen to the interview on the first time, she's like when we were out
She
together,
wasn't attracted to you, she said.
She said not physically, but she's like looks at me and loves being with me.
You know, the thing about
Would you
Lisa
be attracted
is,
to me physically? How can
Lisa takes a real pride in Benji. She uses words like brilliant to describe Benji at press conferences, and it's almost like she's a proud mother who feels like now that you have somebody else to share your experiences with, she misses that.
The problem is that's Lisa's problem.
And Lisa points out Benji should be doing more for the show. Howard said he should be doing more for the show. So it's an odd sort of,
It is. I'll tell you why it's up, because Lisa's never come to me, or I've never heard her say anything about what anyone else on the show should be doing. Why Benji?
Well, we have her on the record in many news stories saying she thinks Benji's so brilliant he should take his focus off of getting the girl. He got the girl, and now put it onto bits and things like that. And I've interviewed Gary about that too.
Yeah, but only Lisa could really answer that question.
Let's move on. Let's calm down. Benji's not that brilliant.
Carol in Oregon, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, I don't know. I think Lisa. I agree with Jason, which is odd, but I think that he's right. Lisa she shouldn't be involved. She's over judgmental. But then Benji looks like a clown. He's let this lady make him look like a clown.
Like I looked so great before?
Well,
I think she means literally with the makeup.
I have to tell you,
with the makeup and the wig.
No, but that was fun for me. Listen, I get it. If you guys, I'm that kind of person. I do enjoy getting kind of into stuff like that.
You have to understand, Benji showed up long before Elisa existed. Benji showed up here in full African garb and a bunch of other outfits. And I don't know, when she was standing there in her bikini today, Benji looked a lot less clownish than you think.
No, but Benji also looked like a jealous boyfriend. And Elisa admitted to being a jealous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, did I?
When
no, I'm so proud of her.
I know you made the joke, but when Howard asked her to take off her top, like the way you reacted was, you made a joke about it, but you could tell you were like, I do not want that to happen.
Oh, no, actually, it's not. I'm very proud of her looks, and it's more like I don't think she would like it.
Benji, we have her on tape before saying she would do it, and then you walk up and you say, well, I don't think that's the best thing.
No. I know she would regret it. I would be, if she was the kind of person that was like, hey, I want to do it, and I long term would want to do it, but I know she would regret her parents' reaction.
If she said she would do it, and you walk up and say, I know she'd regret it, isn't that you really saying she shouldn't do it?
It's kind of like the way Lisa G treats you.
Yeah, she's
Star
an adult,
80,
Benji.
dude.
Well,
Star 80. Just the start.
If you were
guys are right.
Benji, if you were locked in a room today, Elisa would have taken off her top inside there.
I think she was looking to me like, hey, what do you think? And I think I said to her, if you want to do it, I'd be absolutely 100% fine with it. I think you would regret it.
But instead of her asking,
instead of her
asking you, what do you think? She said, I would do it, and you interpret that.
No, she asked me. She asked me.
I thought, can I tell you? You got to follow me on this one. But here's how I really believe that Benji's cares about her and is in love with her. Howard said, "Do you guys ever do anal?" And she goes, "I would." Benji doesn't want to do it, and Benji's whole rap was, "I don't want to do it with her because I think that's something she wants to do that she thinks that I want, and I don't want her to do something she doesn't want to do." And to me, I thought that was very loving.
Well, Elisa, not Lisa, but Elisa is
that was
more
here. About the.
Elisa, thanks for coming down.
No problem.
Oh, not still in the bikini. I saw the pink and I got excited.
Yeah,
It's coming on soon, actually.
You did a great job today, so congratulations on your appearance. But the question we were asking Benji before was, we were talking about when he did all the Anthony Weiner stuff, and we suppose that that's really what made you fall for him. Like, that's what put it over the top for you. Is that accurate?
Well, it was after that when he did the Gloria Allred press conference, and he was so... I don't know, just nobody ever did anything like that for me my whole life. And he was just so caring.
I think Jodie Foster should have married John Hinckley.
Right? No one's ever hijacked anything for you before?
No, nobody's done anything. I mean, most guys, they're not that nice.
But what I was saying
they're
to
not
him is,
romantic like that. I feel like that was a big romantic
you felt
step
cared
that he did.
for.
But what I was saying to them was, like, I think you were starting to fall in love with me before that, but not...
Well, without
what do you mean? You're so lovable. You don't have to do something like that, but that just like sped it up a little bit, I think.
So you think you would have fallen for Benji if he didn't do that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think it takes some time to get to know someone, and I came on here at the beginning when we first met. And I just had to get to know Benji. He's very lovable, and he's a wonderful guy.
And the other thing we were just talking about is when Howard asked you to take your top off, it seemed like you wanted to do it, but you sort of hesitated, and then Benji said no. And did Benji make that decision for you, or did you make that decision?
I made the decision. I don't think he'd be so proud of me if I did that. And
what I said,
I have no problem with it. I'm like I knew this. So.
What I said to them is like, if you wanted to do that, if that made you happy, I'm totally fine with it. But I think it's something you would regret afterwards.
Yeah, and I have to go to your, family get-togethers. I don't know if they're listening to this. I know my mom.
Do you have any idea what his family's heard on the show?
Yeah. I'm so worried about it. I mean, we went to Passover, and I didn't know what they knew.
What was that guy?
Cookie wrapper.
What was that weird guy's name that used to do weird shit?
I don't remember.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I have no idea.
There was a guy that he had another name.
I don't remember.
No, he had another name.
I love how all of a sudden
Benji used to go, no, that wasn't me. That was Ken, my cousin Ken, or something like that.
No.
I love how he has amnesia.
Oh, I thought you were talking about D. Bronk.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No.
Name. He who should not be spoken.
Yeah. I love you. You did so
incredible
today.
Thank you. I feel really happy about coming in, and I just didn't want you to be disappointed.
I'm not.
I didn't want to say anything that was wrong.
There's a lot of skepticism that this dinner between you two and Lisa is not going to happen. Essentially, you guys sounded up for it, but I see John Lieberman shaking his head.
If it's the same Lisa that I just left the newsroom talking to, that ain't gonna happen.
The way I describe it in my piece today is it's a piece, but a fragile piece, meaning PEACE, that there was some peace here, but it's very fragile. Lisa's saying that she believes that the dinner invite was half for publicity and half genuine.
Oh my God! How did she say that? That's so not
So it's
true
like
at all.
it's like an Arab-Israeli truce.
Yeah.
Hey Gary, so should I call TMZ and tell them not to cover the dinner?
Yes, exactly.
So I mean,
we would love to take her to dinner, a real dinner, DINNER, a real dinner.
Wait, as long as free dinners are being thrown out, as long as free food,
you can come. But there was a soundbite from you guys. I think Greg Carmel asked you, "Do you think Lisa is unhappy, and that's why she's injected herself into your lives?" And you both said yes. You believe Lisa is unhappy,
I said to Benji
and I don't
that.
think that sits well with her.
But she is unhappy.
Obviously.
I'm just objectively saying what was reported.
Is there anyone here that doesn't see that Lisa is unhappy about the situation?
I don't think she's I'm saying about her life. Lisa's not unhappy about her life and where things are. It's simple, and that's the way she likes it.
See, I just took that wrong. Were you guys saying that Lisa's unhappy about the situation, or that she's unhappy in general?
I told Benji when we were at the Christmas party, I said, "Can we please talk to Lisa G?" She looked so sad. She was standing all alone. She looked like she was about to cry. So I didn't know that she hated me at that point. But I wanted to talk to her. She looked very depressed, and I could see that that's happening. And we'd love to be friends with her and help her.
Elisa, when you walked in today, when Howard called you in, it was right when he was having the conversation with Lisa, and you heard her say a couple of things while you were sitting out there. I figured you were going to come in swinging, and you didn't. You sort of took the high road there. But what was going through your mind as you walked in?
I don't know. For some weird reason, I like her. I don't know why, but I like her, and I see where she's coming from exactly. I've liked guys that didn't like me back, that had girlfriends, and I was jealous, and I said bad things about those girlfriends. Every girl has done this. So this is something I'm familiar with.
Well, that makes total sense, except she's not his ex-girlfriend.
No, but she's somebody that wants to be his girlfriend.
Oh, you believe that?
That's what I truly believe. I can't imagine anybody in this room thinking otherwise.
Well, the other theory is that she wants to be his mom. Like he's treating her more
Maybe both.
Like
A little both.
And what advice would you have for Lisa in this situation to kind of smooth it over so you guys can all move forward?
JDate.com is perfect. That's how I met Benji.
Oh.
And, she could meet somebody and become happier. And I don't know. I feel bad for her.
I will say, if Lisa put half the energy into her own relationships that she seems to put into everyone else's relationships, she might have some relationships.
I'm going to close this down with one last question to Elisa.
Okay.
Do you see how Lisa G might feel that it's a little condescending for you to say that she's unhappy and you want to help her?
I wish that I didn't have to say that. I don't want to say that about somebody, but it's just like, she's always talking about me and I have to address it somehow, and I like her and I would love to be friends with her. She lives in my neighborhood. We both like Benji. We have a lot in common. I feel like she could be a friend. So that's all I'm going to say. I hope she hears this and,
I predict by this Christmas, Elisa and Benji hosting the cookie party.
Hey, everybody loves when John Lieberman raps. I got so many letters and people say, please let John rap more. A couple of people said, please never let him rap again.
Well, I think it could be the rap to end all raps.
He did a great job with Polaris last night.
Yeah, they were doing a live weather show.
He did 4 hours of radio yesterday.
Yeah, they were busy. John Lieberman.
They were great.
In the house.
They took it seriously.
I just saw John here this morning. Where does John live?
No, he stayed in the city as well. And his girlfriend,
wasn't he worried about a tree falling on his girlfriend?
Well, his girlfriend works for CNN. She was here all night working.
Right,
so
right.
they both stayed in the city.
Right.
That's it. They did it. You know, they did.
John wanted me to know he was here because I was walking to my office and he goes, Howard, hey, hi.
I'm dependable.
Hey, you know what?
Here,
Good to see
Howard.
you. Yeah,
That's
over here.
That is so not how it went down.
Hi, Hal.
Howard, you missed me. I'm over here.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing,
Just
man?
you know.
Did you feel you had to go home and to protect your house?
No, it's a crazy situation, actually. Well, I stayed in the city last night because Polaris and I did all the shows, and then I was staying here. My girlfriend works at CNN, as Shuli said, so she had
What'd she do for CNN?
She's a producer for Piers Morgan.
Oh, no kidding.
So they did round-the-clock coverage, so she had a separate hotel room, and I had a hotel room through here. But listen to this. I'm supposed to close on a house tomorrow afternoon in coastal Connecticut. My whole is
the house still there?
I don't know, Howard. This is the thing.
Are you forced to close on the house if it no longer exists?
Well, no, you're not. No, I'm lucky in a way in that if there's major damage, it's going to be on the seller. But still, I love the house.
Can you imagine if you closed like 2 days ago and now
your
it's your
house was
house?
washed
I
away?
know. So I keep checking in with my real estate agent up there, and she has her own issues because she got evacuated. And so I'm just waiting to hear if this house is still there or if it's flooded or what. We're supposed to close at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
But, so fingers crossed.
You got wild stories. Well, you could rap about it if you want.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But
supposed to close on a house. I ain't going to get stopped by a mouse. But a hurricane could be the real louse, if you know what I'm saying.
Word up.
Yeah, word up.
Way too many words rhyming for John.
How the hell are you affording a house? We're paying you too much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you need a salary reduction.
Okay.
None of our staff owns homes.
This guy has 18 jobs outside of this one. Are you kidding
Like
me?
a mad Jamaican.
Yeah, I'm just like a crazy Jamaican.
I'm crazy. Jamaicans are hardworking people.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Hey, we got to work. Did you get to hear any of the show last
night?
night?
I heard a little. I was in the middle of my own weather system coming through my apartment, so
Yeah.
I turned it on, and then I went, fuck this. I was going to actually call in on you guys on the ISDN line because we had just set it up, and then all hell broke loose in my apartment with this alarm going off, and I didn't get to be on your show.
Yeah, it was crazy. The building here was swaying like crazy. In the middle of our show, it was swaying like crazy. And I mean, I thought the show was great because we had a good cross-section of being serious, but then serious mixed with funny. I mean, Bobo was crying on the phone. You could see a deterioration of Bobo throughout the 2 hours.
Why was he crying?
Well, at the top of the broadcast, we had Bobo on, and he was sort of joking and sort of like, I'm in my car, but the water's coming up. By the end, he called me and left me a voicemail crying. We were in a commercial break, and then we finally got him on the air. He was crying. The transformer blew up at his house. He didn't know if the water was going to mess up his shrine to you, and all of a sudden it was like all hell broke loose, and the guy was crying. It was crazy. And Bolaris is telling him to find cover and get safe, and I think JD has the clip.
If you want to hear it, it's on GP2 in white.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
Bobo calling in.
The best is they go, we told you to leave. He goes, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like half therapy, half weather special.
We're trying to get Bobo on the phone. I'm going to play this voicemail in a moment. Do we have Bobo? We have Bobo.
Yeah, hold on, John. I'm on life, but we just had an explosion over here.
Okay, well, if you need to go take care of your family, go. We just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay right now, but it just had an explosion. Almost knocked me off the deck.
What happened? What did you hear? What did you see?
It was an explosion and on the pole, and a light. I'm on the phone with LIPA right now, and the whole house is out of power
Transformer blew. Transformer blew. What's the rain doing in the wind?
The rain is about 75 miles per hour, and it's heavy rain. It's about 4.5 feet of water now.
All right. Well, please go take care of your family.
All right.
Stay safe. And, wow.
He told you to leave, Bobo.
John, that just underscores, I mean, I know we've been saying it, but it just underscores the danger of what we're dealing with Super Cyclone Sandy.
Well,
wow.
So that was the end. So you have to understand, that's the culmination of now we've seen Bobo deteriorate slowly through the 2 hours. And that's what finally happened. And there's more. 11:15 last night in the hotel, I'm trying to go to sleep. It's Bobo calling. I don't pick up. I let it go to voicemail.
How does he find you in the hotel? On your cell?
On my cell.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, he calls again. And he said, I just wanted to check back in with you. I said, well, good. We're glad that you're alive, Bobo.
Yeah, good idea giving him your cell.
Oh, it was great. I don't know if JD can get this clip or if we have time for it, but we asked High Pitch Eric what he stocked up on to be ready for the storm.
Right.
And it was
sushi.
It was hilarious. He's like, I got 3 Entenmann's cakes. I got this.
Oh, I heard that.
And we said, we thought you were on a diet. And he said, the diet is suspended during the storm.
They said, what supplies did you get into your house? Where is that clip, JD? Because that's a good one.
It's GP2 in green.
All right, here you go. Listen to this.
What have you stocked up on to make it through Frankenstorm 2012?
I stocked up on some Entenmann's chocolate cake.
What happened to the diet?
Some Hostess cupcakes, 2 bottles of cherry Pepsi, and some peanut butter M&Ms.
Wow. Is the diet on hold because of the severe weather?
The diet is on hold just for this week.
So just while the storm is here, the diet's on hold.
The diet's on hold just till the storm is over.
Obviously, a big excuse for a high pitch to load up.
Fat people always have reason to suspend their diet. You know, there's always like, look, normally I'd be on the diet, but look what we're going through.
About an hour later, we checked back in with him, and he had eaten all of those rations.
Right. He went through all his food even before the storm hit.
So he said he went back to the store and got 2 large bags of Cheetos and another big thing of cherry Pepsi to help make him through the next phase. To help make him through the next phase of the store.
Oh, he's so gross.
So you work at that store and you see him come in again. Hi, I'm here to resupply again.
No surprise.
And he's got all this shit that will stay good for the next through 2020.
Do you have little tabbies?
It was great because we got Sal on the phone, and I said, Sal, what rations do you have to get through the storm? And he goes, what? What?
He never heard that word before.
Rations? He doesn't know the word?
People started tweeting and Facebooking, like, of course Sal doesn't know the word rations. Don't ask that
He's
question.
retarded. Like, it kind of makes me sad when I think about my staff. Like Sal and Richard, I mean, Richard had a pretty decent IQ. Sal doesn't, but
Richard's not using his. He's keeping it in storage for some reason.
I mean, Richard lives in Manhattan, hasn't shown up here in 2 days.
Well, again, he lives in Queens, but there's no reason for him.
Right.
I mean, he's living. He literally could walk to Manhattan.
Yes, but he has no children. I mean, it's not like he has to be home with them. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he could have been here helping out.
Speaking of your staff, and Ganji was here yesterday and today, which he should be applauded for. We checked in with him last night. He was at a bar trying to pick up the bartender. Right. So he puts her on the phone and everything. And he steps outside and he said, the weather isn't doing anything. It's 5-mile-per-hour winds. So I turned to Balearis and I say, Balearis, what are your models showing? Balearis is like, my models are showing 55 to 60-mile-per-hour winds sustained in that area right now. And Ganji's insisting. Of course, Ganji had been there drinking for 5 hours. So Ganji insists nothing is going on here. You know, he is preoccupied clearly with trying to pick up this waitress. 10 minutes later, get a text from Ganji, and we read it on the air. He says, bar being shut down by NYPD because they have to shut off all the electricity. We're about to get flooded.
What time of night was this?
This was early in the night, 7:30.
Wow.
So it was just funny to hear Ganji insist that there was nothing going on.
By the way, I thank God Ganji's here. I mean, because it restores my faith in him. I mean, he's a guy who I feel is a real slacker, but he's kind of risen to the occasion. But got me looking at him. He's gotten so fat. He's fatter than anybody on the staff now, right?
He's big.
What happened to him? Like, he's a single guy. Isn't he trying to get women? And
he was trying to get a woman the other night.
I asked him first thing this morning, did you go home with Lauren? He said, no, I really wanted to.
He looks terrible. He's given up. How old is he now?
I don't know how old he is. What are you, Ganji, 42?
He's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah, I think he's 42, 43.
Looks like he's 58. Looks like he's my age.
But Ganji's first love
I know. I feel like I feel terrible.
What's going on? I hadn't seen you in a while. You're big and rotund.
I'm probably the heaviest I ever was, or ever been.
What do you weigh now?
I'm probably saying 250.
Wow.
252.
How tall are you? Like 5'9"?
5'8".
5'8"?
Yeah,
250.
I know.
Not on.
The other day I was watching football, and there was an NFL player, and he was 6'4", 300, and he was huge.
Right.
And I was like, oh, my God, I'm only 50 pounds lighter than that guy, but like 8 inches shorter.
Right.
I'm like, I can't believe it.
How are you going to get girls if you're all gross?
I don't know, dude. Sometimes,
What happened with the bartender? Was she even giving you the time of day?
I mean, I know it's a bar that I go to all the time.
Right.
So she, I know her.
What do you drink there? Beer?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
mostly, depends.
How many beers do you drink?
Yesterday, I don't know, because I was there from like 2 o'clock to about like 7:30.
Holy
I would say, I probably drank, 8, maybe 10. I don't know.
How many calories in a beer do you know?
I drink Bud Light because I try to.
How many calories in a Bud Light?
100.
100, yeah, something like
so
that.
That's 800 calories right there.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when you're sitting there drinking, you got to eat.
Well, no, because the bar closed their restaurant, so they had to send all their workers home, like in the restaurant.
So you didn't eat from 2 o'clock till 7:30?
No, just drank. Drank.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
You probably lost weight during the
Hold
storm.
on a second.
No.
I take that back. The pizza shop around the corner was open from the bar, so I did at some point go get pizza.
And when you say get pizza,
2 slices. Two
really?
slices, yeah.
Well, that's impressive.
That's
I guess all those carbs from the beer filled you up.
Yeah, I was a little full.
Yeah. 800 calories, but I don't know what, another 500 from the pizzas? More.
Yeah.
Probably 1,000.
But then I came home and went right to bed. So, I mean, it wasn't...
good. Let it all settle in there.
Yeah, make sure not to exercise.
Let it marble up to fat.
Good night, pizza. That's how I get this veal-like appearance.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, good thing to lay down and sleep.
But isn't it, Ronnie was telling us that Ganji sends back pictures of food. His Facebook is full of food pictures.
He's in love with food.
I do.
His Twitter just revolves around food.
And he's officially a 40, like when you're over 40 and you've been single your whole life and women go, that's weird.
Yeah.
Women have this thing. If you're over 40 and you've never been married, you're kind of odd.
Yeah, no, I know. I feel like I'm getting into that category.
Yeah, well, you're in it. You're definitely there.
I feel like they all look at me odd.
You've heard that, right, Robin? Like it's
of
just,
course.
yeah.
Everybody says it. What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong.
Howard, when we do block party stuff and he comes on the shoots, like, I won't see him for hours. Like, I won't see him at all. And I'm not lying. As soon as food is brought into the green room,
right,
any kind of food, Ganji magically appears.
That's a total coincidence because I never eat it. But I swear to God, it just seems like the minute.
Dude, I've seen your Facebook. Everything is pictures.
No,
of
I
food.
won't. But I won't eat their food. I feel embarrassed to eat their food, so I won't do it. But it is weird that as soon as food shows up, is always when I wind up in the room. It's like weird.
You had like one girl in your life that I think you wanted to marry, but she dumped you.
Well, I mean, I had
that intern that
I had
you
two
started-
long relationships. I mean, I was with
Both were
Jen.
interns.
Yeah, both. Well, Jen wasn't an intern.
She wasn't?
No.
She worked at
K-Rock.
Yeah, like his whole life is me.
Oh, come on, stop.
Dude. I mean,
look,
the guy was
20.
in college.
Yeah.
And I gave him a job, and because I'm such an idiot, I still think about it this day. I so should have fired you. When he fucked up and sent my daughter Emily's a teacher a porn. She was a religious woman dying of cancer.
And wanted
some Seinfeld episodes, so I taped all the Seinfeld. And this fucking idiot, I should have just fired him that day.
You should have.
And I'm such a nice guy that I promoted him to Howard TV just to get him out of my house. I gave him a promotion.
Well, look, if it wasn't
for
that,
the biggest mistake of my life. And then like whatever chicks he gets are from the show.
Kind of, yeah.
No chicks from the outside.
No, that's not true. The last girl I dated.
Yeah, but she knew you were on the show.
No. The last girl I dated, not that girl you're talking about.
Yeah.
I dated a girl for like 6 months.
Well, Jen and the other one.
She didn't even know the show. She didn't listen to the show.
Well, okay, there's one. One out of 42
yeah,
years.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, I work here for 20 years. I mean, I spend a lot of time around
God
here.
forbid you meet somebody outside of the show.
Well, I haven't. Well,
the only ones who get seduced by you were interns. And like that Jen she was working here too.
Yeah, well, she did, right. That's my charm. I can charm people who work here.
And why did that intern dump you?
How
many years had you been with her? And did she dump you for like another one of the guys who works for me?
I have no idea. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, who the hell knows?
Was it. I thought she dumped you and then like went out with someone else who worked for me.
Who the hell knows? I don't even know.
What happened to her? Is she married now?
I don't even know.
She's probably married with kids.
I don't keep track, so I don't know.
Did she break your heart or no?
I mean, that was a tough one for me. Yeah, sure. That was a tough one for me.
Yeah,
but that was a long time ago already. It's been like 5 years.
But that's my point. You're on a fucking losing streak.
No, I have some stuff going on. It's not great, but I have stuff going on.
Yeah. Like really heinous looking women?
No.
Are the women you're getting uglier as you get fatter and older?
No.
No?
Thank God.
All right.
No.
Are they equivalent to you?
They look like me in a wig? No.
I picture like a girl who looks like Benji coming in with a like.
You look lovely tonight. You look like Mrs. Shrek.
Benji certainly loved dancing.
Hey, listen, look, if she was cute and had nice eyes, I'd hook up with her.
Hello, Benji. Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Could you talk higher in a higher voice?
Wow. So you have no girlfriend now?
Right now, no.
At this moment.
Yeah, right at this moment.
It could change any second, though, Howard.
But I get stuff going on here and there. So
what does that mean? What does that mean?
I have
stuff going on.
I have like a friends with benefits situation that, like,
Oh my God!
Whenever we're around, we hook up.
What's the benefit?
It's like a kind of
you get food. She serves you food.
Friends with benefits.
What's her benefit?
I don't know. I don't know what her benefit.
Yeah. She's benefiting so much.
All right,
good for you, man.
I got some stuff going on.
Well, I'm proud of you. You're here, and you're being a big help, and thank you.
All right, dude.
All right. Good luck to you. Let me know if I can find an intern for you that could be the future Mrs. Ganges.
Look, if there
would you like to be married, or are you like such a prince in your family that? Like, it's impossible to find a girl good enough for you.
No, see, dude, it wasn't anything like that. I think I want to be married now.
Ganji's like a young prince in his family. Like, as much of a loser as he is, in his family, they consider him the big winner because he went to college.
Right. Yeah, that
and he
makes
works
me a
for
superstar.
me.
No, I think for a long time I didn't want to be married, but I think I'm kind of getting.
Now you're getting to that point where some girl might be lucky enough to be in a committed relationship with you.
Some lucky girl might get me.
All right.
If you're out there,
if you're out there,
I'm ready to settle.
Ready to settle in with you.
I've had too much fun.
I promise not to get that much fatter after you marry me. Imagine how fat he's going to be when he's married.
I was just watching not too long ago on Howard TV.
Wait, don't you think Doug Goodstein is weird? Like that he didn't show up yesterday and today. I mean, it's just weird.
It's a combination
He's
of
such a guy you can't depend on.
I think he wants to be home with his family.
Yeah,
I kind of get that.
Well, then he shouldn't have a job.
I want to retire from radio.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he gets worried about his wife and his kids, and he doesn't want to leave them.
We're not worried.
I know. I mean, I have nobody to worry about, though.
I think
if I die, who the hell cares?
Well, we can expect this behavior from you.
That's why I came in. Nobody's going to miss me.
You're worried about if the pizza shop's going to be open.
But you know how Doug is like an emergency? Like his eyes bug out of his head and he's all running around. But he doesn't do anything. He's not.
But
he's useless.
On 9/11, he went down to ground zero.
Yeah, and did nothing.
But you know,
he says he says he
Well, he
helped
stole
out.
a camera and took pictures.
He stole a camera. That's right.
Right.
And he says he helped out.
But he did put himself in danger. How is that
Absolutely.
helping out his family?
Well, he wasn't married then, so I mean.
But Ganji said on the wrap-up show that didn't you say that DePace was going to come?
Oh,
in
by the way,
yesterday?
DePace. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. DePace tried to come in today. He's still stuck on the highway. He's been stuck on the highway since 4 a.m.
But
he
you
can't
said-
get in.
But you said.
And the cops won't let him turn around.
But he's an idiot. He could have come in Monday when there was nothing going on. Like Doug and
Yeah,
Scott
now he's
DePace.
trying to get in.
Like, I don't even get these guys. Monday, nothing was happening. Oh, but it could start happening. Well, if it starts happening, we'll leave.
According to Ganji, Doug called him on Monday and told him not to come in. Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he got us to
Doug
come
goes
in,
out of his way to like tell people to stay home. So
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't. You all should stay home.
The company was very worried about everybody going.
Yeah, and rightly so. But you know, come on, they have to do that legally. They really don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, before the first person got sued for that, they didn't care.
Yeah, right. If there were no lawyers in this world, they wouldn't care when you did. Yeah, Ronnie.
Yeah, you were talking about Ganji's love life, huh?
Well, what do you know?
A lot.
Rather hear about that.
There's been girls,
right,
that want to go out with him,
right,
but they're not good enough for him.
And have you seen these girls?
Yeah.
Are they good enough for him?
Yeah, well, a couple of them were good enough, but I don't know what's with him.
I have very high
He's very
standards.
picky. He's very picky.
I'd like to date the cast of the old 90210.
There's one girl.
And I don't own a mirror.
There's one girl that totally throws herself at him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Throws
You
herself
know her,
at him.
John?
Yeah, I met her.
He could go out with her and bang her in a split second.
Yeah.
And I said to him, Ganji, if she wants to go out and get laid, why don't you want to go? What's your problem?
What do I always say?
First of all, she lives too far. She lives in Long Island.
So what?
Now he's got a car, but that's too far.
She showed up in an event.
But now she'll come to the city, take a train from Port Jefferson. Okay?
Why don't you get started with her?
You know why? I mean, it's such a weird explanation, and I know you're going to think I'm crazy.
We know it.
But
she's not as
Well, let
No,
me
I
hear.
don't.
Let me hear. Maybe he's thinking clearly.
She's a single mom, and I don't date single moms because I don't want to screw around with somebody's head like that.
Okay, I admire that.
You know what I mean? And I
But
don't want to
she's
get
out
into
to have a good time.
I don't care. I just don't want to because
He
they
doesn't want to get
'cause they
emotionally
don't.
involved.
They don't ever
All right,
think
come
like
on,
that.
commend them for that.
All right.
I'm a fucking break.
I don't want
Why?
to fall in love.
Because it's a single mom.
You
She's
should
got a
fuck
kid.
her.
Then he's gonna
Right.
fuck her. Then he's involved with her. And then like all of a sudden
But
she's
she doesn't
gonna,
care.
dump
She just
her
wants
and the
she
kid.
just
She
wants to
says she
party.
doesn't care.
But
Then
I don't
he sticks
believe
his
any of
dick
them
in her
that
and it
don't- right.
changes everything. Now he's got to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Well, what
And
about
then I
the
don't-
others?
He
What
doesn't
about
want-
the bartender chick?
Which part?
The one you've been trying to nail
the
for
one at
ages.
my bar. I mean, I love, but I don't know.
She was impressed that you were a storm chaser last night.
We'll see what happens.
What
So
happened?
what
Did you
happened?
tell her? Did you ask her out?
No, so I go to this bar all the time, and one of the waitresses is actually a fan of the show.
Right.
So I've been going there
so
for a
that's
long
how she
time.
knows you're a loser.
Yeah,
Right.
totally. So she was there hanging out last night, and
Right.
I was there with my friends and stuff. And John called me, so I was like, "Come over here." I was like, "Come over here. I'll get you on the phone."
Right.
I figured that'd be a great move. So
have you just sat her down and said, "Hey, I'd like to go out with you"?
She's got a boyfriend. That's
Yeah.
the thing. So I mean, it's one of those things where I'll keep working in. If she breaks up with a boyfriend, I'll be kind of there.
Yeah.
But she's got a boyfriend right now. So what are you going to do?
Boy,
I never got that.
So,
have you ever asked her out?
no.
Yeah, of course.
No.
So what if she has a boyfriend? Just say to her, "Hey, I want to go out with you." And if she says, "I have a boyfriend," then okay, that's a no. But why'd you ask her out? That's your MO. You don't ask people.
No, that is true. A lot of times
He'd rather sit and talk to him for 3 years.
Right.
well, because I figure I have this thing where I'm going to be like, eventually,
best friend.
there's going to be a crack in the video, and I'm going to go
she
in.
sees you as a buddy.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So great. Like I have my boyfriend. He fucks the crap out of me every night, and then I can talk to Ganji about anything. He's such a girl.
You're in the friend zone, dude.
So how big is his erection?
Does he fuck you really good?
Did he buy you candy for Valentine's Day?
Well, he had a girlfriend for 5 years.
I know. She dumped him.
Well, she gave him an ultimatum, and he walked away from it.
No, that's
Oh,
not
come
true.
on.
That's not even true at all.
She wanted to get married.
No, that's not true at all. That's not true.
Oh, come
that
on,
conversation never
Ganj.
took place.
I heard she dumped you.
We broke up. That was plain and simple.
Because she said the relationship
The
wasn't
intern.
going anywhere.
The intern, right? Ronnie?
Right or wrong?
Ronnie, the
No,
intern.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
No, that's not the way it went.
Ronnie,
No.
is that the intern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the way it went.
He can't even, he can't even get lucky with an intern.
She wanted
5
to
years,
leave.
man. He was with her 5 years.
5 years, but he can't close the deal.
I think that one was she wanted to leave, and then Ganji threw in marriage.
Marriage.
Oh, I don't even remember anymore. It was like 5 years ago already.
I made engagement pizza.
You don't forget a 5-year relationship. Sorry.
It was a long time ago, and I don't know what my mindset was at the time.
I remember.
I'm claiming ignorance to it all. I don't know.
Boy, same story with you over and over again.
Look, I like who I like, and I go after who I like, and that's it.
Yeah, but you don't even go after them.
No, I do when I like them.
No,
Again, the last girl I dated, which
you never ask. You should ask that waitress today. Would you like to go out with me? Okay. I would love to take you to a movie. I'd love to take you to dinner.
Supposedly she's working today. Right. So if the bar's open, I'll go there today.
Imagine, I can't get a sandwich in town, but the bar is open.
The bar's supposed to be open. They said they were going to be open.
Right.
You know,
so if they're open, I'll go
just
there.
Go up to her and say, you know what? Yeah. I've known you for 3 years. I'm going to put it to you this way. I think you're great. I'd love to go out with you. I'd love to go take you out of the bar and go to a movie, go to dinner. Let's get dressed up and go out. That's what you say to her. And then finally you'll be out of your misery. If she says, no, I have a boyfriend, say, understood. I just thought I'd ask because I really, care about you. And if she says yes, you're in.
All right.
Yeah, but here's what I think. He's afraid.
You waste so much fucking time.
If he does that, and then she says no, then he's not going to want to go to the bar anymore.
Hey, of course you go to the bar. And you say, by the way, and you say to her, listen, I didn't know how you felt about me. Fine, I'm coming to the bar. But now you go to the bar, you don't have to sit there and pine away for her and flirt. I know what you do.
I got to
try to be charming.
With her. Yeah, exactly. I got to sit and flirt with her.
Fuck being charming.
I had a great joke today.
And then she's telling you about her boyfriend, and you're like, oh.
No, I'd never ask about the boyfriend. If she,
but she'll tell you.
No, if she tells that, I change the subject.
Does he have a big, thick cock?
Does she complain about him? Does she complain about the boyfriend?
No.
No?
Yeah. Does she live with him?
No, I don't think so, no.
Oh, douche.
She's only like 24 years old, too.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm saying. So, dude.
Yeah, but how old was the girlfriend, the intern? How old was she?
I mean, she was young.
Douche.
And how old were you?
I was old.
Okay.
Douche.
But you're being a douche. I mean, you're wasting so much of your time, and that's always been the rap on
That is. I do waste a lot of time. But there have been instances where There have been instances where I really liked somebody, and it was like instantaneous, and I went right after her, and I called friends to get her number, and I really did it. You know what I mean?
So what's holding you back this time?
I don't know. I just, you know what it is? Sometimes I get into this headspace
pretend
where I
I'm
feel
this girl, all right? Look at me and pretend I'm the girl. Oh, hi, Ganji. What do you have?
I'll have a chicken parm here.
We don't have food here, you ass.
I'll have a Bud Light.
Bud Light. Okay, coming up, Ganj.
Okay. Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing this weekend? I'd like to take you out for dinner.
Oh, I'm going with my boyfriend. What do you mean? Are you asking me out on a date?
Yeah. Why don't we hang out one time?
We hang out. Bald and old and a loser? How dare you? What do you think I am, a fucking loser too?
Yes, I'm all
going
those
places.
Things.
I'm 24. I got my whole life ahead of me. You think I want to hook up with the likes of you fucking animal?
I think it'd be a lot of fun if you did.
Animal. Yeah. You think I'm going to go out with a guy who stalked me for 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, you're such a creep. Everyone here laughs at you the way you flirt with me for 3 years.
Oh, great. No, I'm never going to do that.
If you would ask me out 3 years
That's why I'll never go back to the bar.
This worked out really well.
Yeah.
Hey, way to go, kid. Well, at least you know.
Confidence builder.
Oh, I can never be attracted to you. You're too fat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm waiting for them to say, really.
Wasn't enough you had 8 beers, and even had 2 pieces of pizza.
I was the only one eating pizza in the bar.
Yeah, I mean,
I brought it back to the bar.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Can you really ask a girl out if you've been sitting at a bar for 8 hours?
I don't know. How happening are you?
Hey, listen, so is she. So
are you not wearing shoes?
Did you leave her a big tip?
He's not wearing shoes?
He's not wearing shoes. He's got socks and he has no power
I
at
have
home.
these really thick boots, and I'm just dying in the control. I'm so hot in the control room, so I took them off because I was dying in them.
Yeah. What are you going to do to get ready to go back to the bar? You have no power at home.
I don't care about my house as long as... Well, actually, so they're not going to have power because they're right across the street from me. I have no power.
Girls, you're not going to believe who just asked me out. Do you know that Ed Asner-looking guy? Yeah? He asked me out. I told him no. I told him he was fat and bald and a loser.
Do a lot of guys hit on her at the bar?
Of course. She's really good looking.
Yeah, and guess what? They get the answer right away. Like, they go, hey, honey, let's go out on a date.
And it's one of those bars where
what would you say to her, Ronnie? You're good with chicks.
I would just walk over and just say, hey, listen, what's up? What are we doing? You know.
What are we doing?
Do you have a boyfriend? I wouldn't even ask if she had a boyfriend. I'd just say, you know, what's going on?
Yeah, when are we going to fuck?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Let's go hang out.
How you doing? Is your clip pierced?
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Yeah, I'll write her a poem.
Oh, God.
I bet your pussy smells good.
Good afternoon. If you were a booger, I'd pick you first. Oh.
Works like a charm.
Yeah, works great, man.
Oh.
I've never had a problem.
When you were a kid, you said I bought a piece of vinyl.
No.
No.
But I think it's more of a.
term.
I think it's more of a collector thing.
Oh.
Than it's more of a collector thing than a.
Oh, wait. Just never heard that before. It's new to me.
Okay. So new stuff is good.
I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying I never heard of it.
You should have heard what Lucas said last night.
What did he say?
Mary goes, we're at dinner. Mary goes, I heard Howard giving you shit about the Fallon appearance. And Lucas goes, well, what was he saying? I said, he was saying I was fat, this and that. And Lucas goes, it's just so funny when he doesn't know the show. He goes, I don't think that's very nice considering all you do for him. I was like, just chill out, kid. Look at the roof.
He's right. There's nothing nice about the show. Gary was on the wrap-up show accusing me of being mean to him about his appearance on Jimmy Fallon. I don't give a fuck about his appearance on Jimmy Fallon. I'm just saying he was fat, and he goes, I'm not fat. He doesn't... Did you see his appearance?
I have not.
Oh. Gary looked heavy. I'm not saying he's obese, but he wore a shirt that was ill-fitting, and his belly and tits were, like, kind of apparent. Sorry. I mean, if you wear your jacket, it covers it up. You're heavy.
But you say you don't give a fuck about me on Jimmy Fallon, but then you spend 15 minutes talking about how awful it is. So you clearly do give a fuck.
Well, you're on my show. You're my
but you just said I don't give a fuck about
How many
Gary?
executive producers of a radio show or television show are on a Fallon appearance? I got Ronnie on the he's busy in Jamaica on his appearances. I got you. So how could I not keep tabs on this? You guys are out there representing my show.
I didn't say. You just said you don't give a fuck about it.
I don't.
But you do.
No, I don't.
Well, then why'd you talk about it?
Because it's interesting to my audience.
So
I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't watch that if I do it for my audience. They want to know, hey, Howard, what did you think of Gary's appearance on Fallon? I wouldn't watch that.
Why wouldn't you watch it?
Because I don't care about it.
About what?
About you on Jimmy Fallon.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
Well, he wouldn't be on Jimmy Fallon, though. If...
Right, of course.
I'm aware of that.
So I know my audience is going to say, hey, some of the things I watch because it's part of pop culture. And it's certainly part of our culture. 20 people call in and go, hey, what'd you think of Gary on Jimmy Fallon? And I go, well, okay, let me take a look at this. So here's what I thought. I think you're a good conversationalist. I like that. I said your shirt was wrinkled and you look slovenly.
Do you think you look appropriate?
Yes, I think you can watch a lot of shows where guys don't wear jackets. A lot of talk shows where men come on.
You needed a jacket.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah. That's all I'm giving is my opinion. I don't know why that's so controversial.
It's not controversial. It's just negative.
Supposed to give up?
It is negative. What do you want me to lie and say you look good? You don't. You look terrible.
I think mostly when it comes to me, it's nothing but negative opinion.
No. I just said your conversation was very good.
Well, you really didn't, because you said, because then you keyed in on one line of a 6-minute interview.
But what do you want me to do? Okay,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
The first story was good. I've heard
the one about you
before, and I like that. No, the one about getting guests.
Yeah, about us, the show.
About the show. That was a good story. Then you started promoting your new program on VH1 Classic. about, and you started to talk about Pieces of Vinyl,
Right.
Questlove, and I think you lose everybody. It was boring. It was.
But
it was,
but
it
the
was,
show, you
it
don't
was
like,
boring.
But it's boring to
and
you.
Jimmy Fallon checked out.
Oh, please.
That's
You
my
can't
opinion.
say that.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean Jimmy Fallon checked out?
He liked it. Okay, sorry. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm telling you that shirt was ill-fitting, and you look slovenly.
That's an opinion.
Yeah.
Well, how was he mean to you?
Well, Robin,
I don't know.
do you think it was a positive review?
Yeah.
Come on, no, wait, hold on, Robin.
Yes.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Really?
Yeah, so she answered
you embarrass
And then you
yourself.
say, "Shut the fuck up."
No, but you embarrass yourself by saying that.
He said you were. He was interested in what you had to say.
Yeah.
It's a talk show.
I just think it's ridiculous that you're trying to relate to the public. You talk about Pieces of Vinyl and that fucking
Well, maybe I'm
jukebox.
relating to that public that cares about it.
The public that cares about records is small, but okay, fine. Just call them records. That's what they are. When did you become this? Well, Jimmy, I have over 4,000 pieces of vinyl. And Questlove, I understand you. How many pieces of vinyl do you have?
And then he answered. He didn't go.
70, he said,
Questlove didn't go. What the fuck's a piece of vinyl?
When does Questlove have anything to say?
From time to time.
He's not going to sit there and get into a dialogue with you about, hey, jackass, why don't you call them records? He's not going to be mean.
Well, that's your job.
By the way, that outfit looks nice today that you're wearing.
Thank you.
It would have been great for Jimmy Fallon with your jacket. All right. Well, anyway, that's my opinion. Listen, I really watched it because it's a topic that the audience was asking me about on Twitter. Did you watch Gary? Did you watch Gary?
Oh, I'm not
said,
asking why you. Of course, I would think you might
so
watch it.
I watched it. I'm not looking to get on you. I'm not. What do I care?
I think it's hard to find. It's more fun to make fun of me than it is to say a positive thing about me.
I said something positive. That story you told,
Right,
you told
one,
very well.
And you said 9 things negative.
Yes.
In all, it's generally a negative review.
I said 3 things negative.
I always like to look at the positive.
The positive was you told a very good story about how difficult it was to get guests when we worked at the NBC building, and you told it well. That's all. I don't know what you want from me. You screwed up when you walked over. You didn't realize how to walk to the couch.
That's true.
That was hysterical.
Okay.
There's 2 ways to walk. He walked the wrong way. Secondly, you look slovenly.
Mm-hmm.
And
told a boring story.
And you told the boring story with
and
pieces
used pieces of vinyl. So
well, I'm combining those into 3 negatives.
Thanks.
And the positive was you told a great story about getting guests. How is that overwhelmingly negative?
You're a funny dude.
That's not overwhelmingly negative.
You're a funny man.
The appearance, a jacket you can improve on. It's simple. Your clothing.
If you don't see it as
Ask your wife
overwhelmingly
before you go
negative,
out.
then you're blind. But that's okay. I mean, I just think you're not seeing it.
I don't see it as overwhelmingly negative.
Do you see it as positive?
Overwhelmingly negative is goofing on you when you went on Jimmy Kimmel and threw that ball and you couldn't even fucking throw a ball to the guy. That was negative.
Got that.
That was ridiculous.
I understand.
And I knew how upset you were about it, so I laid off you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Go back and listen. I did. I felt for you. But this is stuff you can improve. You can certainly call records, not pieces of vinyl. And I believe you will start calling records. I do. I think you're going to
Sometimes
drop
I do.
pieces of vinyl.
Sometimes
it doesn't relate to an audience. They don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
a ridiculous, nitpicky, dumbass thing.
All right. Well, that's why I've gotten nowhere in life.
I didn't say you got nowhere.
I think everything through.
Gary's very pleased with the appearance.
I can't hear you.
She
I really
talk
can't.
over this.
Oh, wow. Is everyone standing?
Wow, where's this from? I've never heard this before.
The Bowie anthem.
I love it. Wow.
Who is that, Fred?
Hold on 1 second.
Fabulous.
Psych.
Yeah, oh, he's so good.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yes, Robin, I was pleased with the appearance. I was.
You didn't have any criticism of it at all.
I wish I would have found the desk easier. But other than that, I think it was a positive experience.
Good. Well, then we think that too. Are those clothes you're wearing or pieces of cotton?
I'm wearing a pant.
How many pieces of cotton?
I'm wearing
do
a
you
set
own?
of pants.
How many pieces of cotton do you own?
You're so silly.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. Who calls a record pieces of vinyl? I never heard that. And I said to Gary this morning, this is what started this. I said to Gary, honestly, I mean, we're off the air. Who calls a record pieces of vinyl? When
Well, I
did that
didn't call
start?
a record. I called a collection.
Pieces of vinyl. I said, Gary, and this
It's
was
not
not
an
for the
unheard.
air.
It's not an unheard of expression.
To me, that the first time I've heard of it is from you.
But on the wrap-up show yesterday, several people called who said, of course they've heard that expression before.
I think they're
So because you
appeasing-
haven't heard it, it couldn't have possibly existed.
I didn't say that. I said I've never, ever heard anyone refer to a record as a pieces of vinyl.
I didn't refer to a record. It's a collection.
Okay, I've never heard anyone refer
Understood.
to a collection
But other
of pieces
people have.
of vinyl.
Other people have.
When did you begin calling records pieces of vinyl?
I don't know. Probably years ago.
Years ago. So you said, "Oh, I have this many pieces of vinyl."
Yeah, I think I
And
have.
where did you hear this term the first time? Do you have any recollection?
I don't.
You do
I don't.
not.
I could make up a lie, but I don't have
Okay.
an answer.
All right. So somewhere along the line, you heard this.
Yeah, I didn't write it.
That isn't your term?
No.
You heard somebody say how many pieces of vinyl?
Several people called the wrap-up show yesterday who said
Okay,
they've heard it.
I'm
so,
asking
so I'm
about
saying
you. I
yes.
understand
I
several
did not
people. I'm
make up the
talking to
term.
you.
I did not make up the term. That's the question.
Pieces of vinyl. How many files of digital do you have?
I have many digital files.
How many files of digital do you have?
Thousands.
That's how we refer to it in the collecting community, files of digital. No, it started because I question Gary and he gets angry with me. He thinks I'm goofing on him.
Well, you are goofing on me.
I didn't
Well, hold
start
on,
out
you
goofing on you. I said, Gary, I've never heard the expression pieces of vinyl.
And you're
then you
goofing on-
jumped down my throat
But you're
because you said, both so
You're
many people
goofing
called
on
in
me.
the wrap-up show.
I don't
I'm
think-
not.
I don't
I've
think
never
you're goofing
heard-
on me. You're
I
goofing
wasn't
on
this morning. I was really curious. I said, where did this expression come from? Pieces of vinyl.
And I explained it to you, but it was apparently annoying to you.
It's like me looking at my hair.
There's
Going,
an-
how many pieces of hair do I have?
There's an explanation that you don't care to understand, so
no,
it's fine.
I heard the explanation. I don't accept it.
Exactly.
Right.
We
Sounds
agree to
silly.
disagree.
Does anybody else think this is silly, Fred?
I'm personally.
Have you ever heard pieces of vinyl?
And I'm trying to be honest here. I've never heard that expression until
Right.
Gary said it.
That's
I'm not
what
saying that he's wrong.
Right.
I would have used the term either albums or records.
Yeah, so
but
hey,
I've
get
never
something-
called my collection.
Why would you call
pieces.
records pieces of vinyl? Like, wouldn't you just go?
I mean,
I
I'm with
could
you.
ex- I-
I
you
think
want the
pieces of
explanation?
vinyl- There's vinyl flooring.
Right.
It could be 1,000
Siding.
pieces of vinyl flooring. Mix them with my records.
Right.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
what
they've
it is,
always been
Fred.
called records. Why do you need a new name for them?
I don't know.
It's like a fancy.
It sounds a little pretentious.
Yeah.
Personally.
Okay,
pieces
fine.
of vinyl.
I'll take that from Fred. It sounds a little
Good.
pretentious.
Well,
but it's
gee,
not. It's
He's
not,
awfully negative. What is your favorite piece of vinyl, by the way? Mine is Sgt. Pepper's.
50 ways to rank your mother. That's my favorite piece of vinyl.
That's your favorite? Do you
Yes,
own that?
I do.
All right, so that's your favorite piece of vinyl.
It's one of them.
See, now you're being sarcastic.
I am?
Yeah.
I thought I was just being honest.
Yeah, all right. Well, you're not being honest because I'm asking you about pieces of vinyl and you're not being honest. Sgt. Pepper's is my favorite piece of vinyl. Does that sound weird to you, or would it be more? Would it be more relevant if I said my favorite record is Sgt. Pepper?
Again, it refers to a collection,
Okay.
not.
All
But
right.
again, you just want to do what you want to do, so go do it.
My question is, if you walked into a store and said, I would like to buy a piece.
No, I would say I want to buy a record, but when you're talking
No,
about a
you should say piece of
but I might
vinyl.
say, you might say how many pieces of vinyl do you have in the store because it's records and 45s. And no, I'm just saying.
and the guy will beat you up.
That's all you got out of the Fallon appearance, just that one line.
No.
Yeah,
I'm asking you
yeah.
about that.
That's all
I
you
didn't-
got.
That wasn't a critique of the Fallon appearance. I've heard you say
It
pieces
was.
of vinyl here and
Right.
on your new
on
show.
your show.
You know. Do you refer to your teeth as teeth or pieces of ivory?
Pieces of ivory.
How many pieces of ivory?
32.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, are you sure it's just 32?
It seems like more. All right, anyway, no, congratulations.
On
I'm
what?
sorry.
On what?
On your Jimmy Fallon appearance. You were the best. I didn't say you were bad. I just asked why you couldn't find your chair. It seemed pretty easy to me.
Why I couldn't find my chair, why I'm a big fat pig, why
No,
I dress
I
like
didn't
shit,
say you were a fat
why I tell
pig.
a bad
I
story
said
except for the good story, the one good
shirt
story.
didn't fit you well. And you know what? On my early Letterman appearances, I wish somebody would have said to me, hey, you don't look good. Your clothing is not working for you. I'm not saying you're a fat piece of shit. I never called you a piece of
I know.
shit. I just said
a fat slob. You just say I'm slob. You say I'm slob.
Well, I take that back. You looked heavy to me in that shirt.
Okay.
You know.
Again, I was saying to you this morning, one of the points I was making is, I got up the next morning, you go on Twitter so you get everyone to tell you how horrible you are in every way.
Right.
And of the many critiques I got, the shirt or the heaviness was not anywhere.
All right.
And I got
mine was original.
Many critiques.
All right. Well.
Would you take the word of a fashion consultant?
No, he doesn't listen to anybody. He's convinced that he looked good.
Sure, Robin.
Okay.
All
Because maybe we'll have it analyzed. And you'll see that Howard is actually trying to help.
Thank you, Robin.
I am. I mean, you know what it is? Gary's used to, on that show, being next to John Hine, who's the size of an elephant. So he thinks he's skinny now. Compared to John, you're thin.
He's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Gary's Bradley Cooper. He's like, I'm thin. Look at John Hine.
I am of average weight.
Yeah.
Average weight. I am of average weight.
You look roly-poly to me in that shirt.
Do you understand that sometimes clothing can make you look heavy?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, John's got to lose a couple of pounds. I heard he was a little hurt not hurt, but he was disappointed he didn't get asked on Jimmy Fallon.
He was, because John and I had done a bunch of press together, and they pitched us to Fallon, and he wasn't on, and he was bummed.
Yeah.
I understand. We do the show together.
Right. John Hine, superstar. What are you going to do? Did it cause a rift between you two?
No, not at all. In fact, I called him before I accepted the appearance to tell him what was going on. He thought it was best for the show. He's
John's a reasonable guy. That's why I like John. He's not an asshole.
He's not.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, God, what critique would that have been?
Oh, John? John's got to lose weight. I've told him a million times, but John doesn't care. Gary gets all bummed out when I say it. He starts fighting with me. John's like, yeah, I know I do. Listen, I got to lose a couple, too.
I don't think you do.
I do. You haven't seen me with my shirt off. I'm sloppy. I know it. I'm harder on myself than you could ever be. I know what I look like. I'm a fucking mess.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm good looking or thin or anything.
Yeah,
I'm saying
that shirt made you look heavy when you were sitting.
But hold on, let's talk about you for a second.
I'm not the only person who said it. It's just that these people won't come on the air and say it.
That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. But I don't think you're fat.
Thank you.
And you always think you're...
I'm sloppy. I'm not fat.
But I mean...
Titties, and I got a belly.
How many guys your age are tight?
I don't use that as an excuse.
Should he accept that?
No,
That's right.
I'm just saying it's hard to do. And you work harder than anybody at it.
Yeah, not so hard. I've been lame lately. What can I do? But I'm down on myself. I'll give you a private look at my stomach. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'd like to haul you into a room and let you see me nude. It's weird. When Gary was on Fallon, I thought I didn't recognize Gary right away, and I thought it was they were promoting The Biggest Loser.
Oh.
Does people lose weight?
Oh, dear.
Nah, you were fine. What am I going to tell you? You know what I mean? It was good. It was a good appearance. I just had a couple of pointers that I thought could have helped you, but you're taking it the wrong way. So what can I do?
You also don't take critiques that well.
I don't need critiques. I'm hard enough.
I'm just saying
you're in love with yourself.
When people when you get a news report, somebody talks about how you did something on the show, you don't take well to it.
Well, if it's true, I take well to it, but very rarely is it true in the media. Media lies.
Almost never true.
Almost never true. All right. Thank you, Gary. Good luck with your TV show. One can only hope it's canceled. So the people here can get back to work. What?
Who's going to cover Beef?
I'm not looking for you to be on VH1 Classic. I need an executive producer. That's what I'm looking for. Anytime you're working on VH1 Classic, I'd rather have you here.
So my vacation weekends, which is when we shot that.
All right. That's fair enough.
So we really went out of our way to shoot. I shot my July vacation.
It's just I would prefer having a full-time executive producer and then take some downtime with his family and relaxes. So that's me selfishly.
Right.
That means I like you. Doesn't mean I hate you.
No, I think it means you want what you want for you.
Yeah. That's exactly right. That's what I want for me.
But like you're working on your time off too, and I'm just saying I would like to be able to do what I want on my own time.
Who stopped you?
Well, you are. You're saying
no,
I don't.
I'm not.
You just said.
I just said I prefer you didn't have another show.
Right.
I didn't tell you not to do it, did I?
No, you didn't. But you said I prefer it. But what else would you prefer I not do while I'm on vacation?
I prefer that when you're on vacation, you take a vacation, relax, and if you find yourself with the urge to work, you work on our show. That's what I would prefer. If you have that urge, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Is that too much to say?
No.
All right. That's all. That's my wish. Doesn't mean you have to comply. He walks out so defeated.
Mr. Del Bate?
Yes.
How seriously do you take Howard's criticism in the sense that he's saying, work on my show and nothing else?
Well, I take it very seriously. I take this job very seriously. So, of course, when he says stuff like that, I take it seriously.
Will this mark the end of your outside appearances, for what it's worth, promoting?
No, but it will mark the beginning of a discussion that Howard and I should probably have off the air, a more sensible discussion where it doesn't get on the air. Because talking to Howard on the air is different. It's just harder to have a real discussion.
You've done outside appearances in the past. He's mocked some of them, but in a different way. Do you think the volume of outside appearances, like he was just mentioning with Ronnie, with even Lisa, or things attached to the show?
What? Probably. I can't answer what anybody else does. I can only answer for myself.
But are you a little resentful of the fact that other people are doing all these appearances and kind of compromising yours? I mean, you're at the top of the food chain.
I don't think that what they do should compromise what I do. I am dealing with myself, so I can't decide what other people are doing or should be doing.
The other thing I wanted to ask you about was, did you look back once more at your Fallon appearance and sort of critique your shirt? Did you agree with any of Howard's criticism of your physical appearance?
I thought I looked okay. I did not think I looked stunning, nor did I look fat and slovenly. I looked okay.
If you could go back in time, regardless of Howard's criticism, would you have changed your shirt? Looking at it a second.
No, I like that shirt. I would have kept that shirt. I think that shirt looks good. Hey, by the way, did you watch the? Did you watch any of the video? It's mostly visual. Did you watch stuff from the Jamaica trip? The weirdest thing is Stephanie. Ronnie didn't get there, so Stephanie's on stage. Stephanie's doing the show now. She was Ronnie because Ronnie was a day late, and she's doing a poem, and it's long and weird.
I put the poem on. Okay. Towards the end, she says, maybe one day he'll make me his wife.
She's lucky.
You know what that's like? I got to think of a better analogy because she's dead and she's sort of a saint now. But it's like if you pay to see McCartney, although Ronnie's no McCartney, and you got Linda McCartney. Yeah, but that's not even right because Ronnie's no Paul McCartney.
Right. Well, everyone's got these projects. I've got superstars surrounding me. I'm looking for somebody who isn't a superstar. I turned on the news yesterday. Oh, every newscast I hear is Lisa G's book. You better buy Lisa G's book or we'll never stop hearing about it. I go, what do we have anybody here who just kind of does the show? Or am I nuts? Ronnie's block party going to Jamaica? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's getting out of hand.
With Beetlejuice and, oh my God.
That was like an extravaganza.
Meanwhile, Ronnie was with me at America's Got Talent. Then he had to jet off to get to this fucking island that they were on. And then until Ronnie got there, Stephanie, Ronnie's girlfriend, was running the block party. I'm like, people paid for this? And I know
what do you mean she was running the block
I have nothing to do with this block party, and yet my name is sort of obviously attached to it. It's everyone from the Howard Stern show. So I'm sure the fans think I'm somehow involved or give my blessing to this thing. I fucking hate it. Excuse all my profanity. But it does piss me off.
Well, it's appropriate to the block party.
And now I guess Ronnie's girlfriend was in charge of the block party until Ronnie could get there, and she was up there reading poems.
Oh, really? She's like Lucy.
What? She's like Lucy, yeah.
His daddy,
I want to go to the show.
I
Wah.
want to be in the show.
Come on, Ricky. I want to be on the show.
All right, honey, you can go.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know. You're carrying on about me now.
Block
what
party.
did I do?
I hate it.
I was there. I worked with you, and then I left.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. That part was fine. But
okay.
Then, like Stephanie's, I just
no.
hate the
Here's
block
what
party.
happened.
I hate it. I hate it.
Here's what happened. Could you let me talk? Here's what happened. The block party was scheduled from Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
In
That already
Jamaica.
annoys me.
Okay. I was with you working. We had like a little comedy show set up for Thursday night.
Right.
So Stephanie had gone down on Wednesday with some people, like our promoter guy and Richie from Howard TV to shoot it, and Rachel and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So
now she's part of the traveling circus.
This was not my idea. It was my promoter's idea.
My promoter.
To have her.
What a nightmare.
My promoter, Sequoia.
Yeah. Well, let's end. When is the block party going to be done officially?
Well, we're booked up till December already.
Good. And let's end it after that. Okay. That's enough.
Why?
Because
Why
I
you have to
hate
be
it,
like
and
that?
it's a reflection on me. And stop using all my guys.
I'm not
Get
using
your own show.
I stopped that.
Enough of using me.
I told you I stopped it.
Good. Enough with the block party. Let Shuli go back to doing his comedy show. You don't need to be doing that.
What am I doing? Well, I'm doing his hosting with JD. What am I doing?
I just don't want my name associated with this shit. It's
but
terrible.
it's not your name. It's Ronnie Munn Block Party.
Yeah, I know. It has nothing to do with me.
I didn't.
It looks like I don't know any other show that has this. I'm talking about television or radio. I can't name one.
I thought you would like it.
I hate it.
The people loved it.
I don't care what the people
We had doctors, lawyers,
I couldn't
dentists
care.
there.
I couldn't care less what
People
the people
came from
love.
Canada saying how great it is.
Yeah.
You know, have people come down,
Good,
hang out.
I would prefer this little ancillary
I don't get
business.
you, man. I really don't.
I don't like the business off my radio show.
But when
I don't put together things like this for a reason. In other words, I could have years ago put together a traveling circus.
I know that.
I don't do it because I've got a tremendous pride in what I do. I didn't bargain for this Ronnie Block Party. It's a nightmare.
Why is it? I don't
because it's an embarrassing reflection
why
on
it's
me.
a nightmare.
It's an embarrassing reflection on me. I don't want a Ronnie Block Party on my show. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't.
Then we're done. At the end of the year.
All right.
Oh, you're killing him.
Well, who cares if I'm killing him? He makes a great living being doing. I gave him a limo job. I have him a security job. I don't know what he wants from me.
I didn't say it wasn't. I
know you want to be famous.
I do it on my own time. I do it on my own time.
Everybody here's got an ancillary business, a side freak show off the business here. The show is the thing, not the Ronnie Block Party.
Well, I thought that was part of the show, kind of.
JD, I don't even think JD got any sleep on Sunday night. Came in here all fucking hangdog.
That's my fault?
Whose fault is it? Mine?
We left at 11 o'clock in the morning. How could he not get any sleep?
I don't know. We got here, and I think he went right straight to work, and that was the end of it. Who needs that? I don't need it. I need a guy fresh and bushy-tailed for work. Work!
I was here first thing in the morning yesterday.
No, I know you were.
I made sure we left early, made sure we got back.
What happened? Your girlfriend now is the Ronnie Block Party?
No,
now
I just told you what
she
happened.
got up and read a poem. Listen to this poem.
Oh, no.
All right, so I got a little surprise for you guys.
Who's paying for this? What did people pay to see Stephanie read a poem?
They loved it.
They loved it.
I'm telling you, they loved the whole weekend.
They loved that?
They had a blast.
I'm sure they did. They got to hang out with people from the Howard Stern radio show.
So why is that bad?
Because I don't want to be responsible for it.
But we didn't do anything bad.
I don't know what you do. I don't want to be. It's not my. I don't want anything to do with it.
We ate dinner with the people.
Yeah, I don't care.
We sat at the pool with them.
Go call someone up and have dinner with them. Be my guest.
I don't get it, man. All right.
I mean, God. The guys who work under you, like Terry the driver.
Right.
How about he starts going out and having Terry the driver parties?
Okay.
And then it reflects on you, and you don't know what's going on.
All right.
You follow?
I follow.
You want to be responsible for that? No, I don't. I'm not responsible for you.
We're not doing anything bad.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't know these promoters. I don't know anything about it. It's not under my control. I have nothing to do with it.
I know that.
Remember the SEC came after me and I had nothing to do with it?
Well, me too.
But guess what? They came after me.
And me also.
Right. I don't want to hear about the Ronnie Block Party. It's crazy. Robin, what do you think of this?
Well, I hear what you're saying, and I understand that. I don't know how this all started. And I don't know how it became this big either.
I don't know. Shuli, Shuli, I guess, has stand-up.
Right.
Which he always did.
Yeah, but he was always involved with a group of people that were involved with.
Yeah, and then it
here.
morphed, and then that somehow fell apart. There was a falling out, and then they latched onto the idea of Ronnie's block party.
No, they didn't latch on.
What?
They didn't latch on.
Yeah, they latched on. They latched onto an idea.
It was Scott the engineer's idea.
Yeah. Well, every bad idea comes from Scott, I believe. Yes, king of all blacks.
You know, Howard, you got to stop that block party.
Oh, go
No
sweep
shit.
the streets, will you please? You and your big mouth.
I don't understand.
Maybe we should stop your shit show it because nobody listens to that crap.
I think we did stop it.
Good.
No, you didn't stop it. Something happened.
It's done, man. You don't realize it. It's done. You're over.
Yeah, what's your point of view on this?
What is, first of all, you know what pisses me off? What does a girl have to do with it? Why don't she sit home? Why don't she sit home?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what this is. Sit home.
Yeah, sit home. Sit home. You do something else. You don't have to be involved with what I'm doing.
Mind your business.
I would tell my wife that.
Yeah, your wife. You lock her in a goddamn closet and eat on you fucking lick her feet. Weirdo. Friggin' weirdo.
Yeah.
Hey, King of all blacks, didn't you ask to be on the block party?
Oh, he begged, man. He begged.
I begged
You begged. I got the word that you begged to be on the block party.
I don't beg nobody.
Oh, you're full of shit, man.
I ain't never begged somebody in my life.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you begged your daddy for all the money you got.
So what? So what? I bought it.
It's so annoying. Anyway, here's Ronnie's girlfriend at the block party reading a poem.
Can I go? I got to go bring a guest.
Go ahead.
Since Ronnie loves his poems, I wrote one of my own.
Oh, this is
I was bartending away with plans in my hand. Sorry, I already fucked it up again. All right. Let me start that shit.
She's obviously learning the cursing from Ronnie.
Right. This is the way you address the block party crowd.
Over, I'm sorry. I was bartending away with my plans in hand. Then suddenly intruded this man. When he makes me laugh, he brings me to tears. So what if there's 33 years? Instead of dreams of a wild bachelorette for life, it turned into dreams of a partner for life. As he wooed me with his mysterious woman-whispering ways, they engulfed me, and I knew I would always have a place to stay.
I didn't think Ronnie's poetry could be made worse. Somebody could do worse than him.
We're really not all that risque.
Suddenly I missed the poem Winter.
Right. It just seems to be our forte to seem that way. I fucked that line up too, I'm sorry. I Dutch oven him all the time.
Ronnie doesn't understand why I want this stopped.
Oh my goodness.
It's just, it's nothing I really approve of. You know?
Well, it's hard to tell you don't approve.
I really don't.
Well, I understand that, but when you've got the video cameras following you around,
right? Yeah,
and you get to promote it on the show, it doesn't seem like you don't approve.
Yeah, maybe if I stop all the promotion. I mean, yesterday I tuned in. I hear Ronnie's block party, Lisa G's book. There's a couple other things. Gary's TV show. Who else do we have? It's endless. The only guy I'm suddenly not angry with is Benji. Somehow him I like.
He's probably thinking up something right now to piss you off.
Yeah, how come he can't come up with something to piss me off? Suddenly he's the model employee. Yeah, well, this is my own doing. I kind of like it. Whenever somebody asks me, like, "Hey, can we go do this?" and I go, "I don't want to. I don't want to say no." But other shows, they don't have access. Like Letterman's organization, you can't get to Letterman to even ask him. Rob Burnett is the acting prick, and he goes, "Fuck you! Are you crazy?" We're on the David Letterman show.
People are coming up and saying, "I want to be on the Biff block party."
Yeah,
I want to have the Biff block.
No, they're afraid to. But around here, everyone has access to me, and they're like, "Hey, do you care?" And then I'm like this nice guy that goes, "Yeah, I guess it's okay." You know. I mean, surely going out and doing stand-up on his own time, I don't care. And, you know, and all the promotion that goes on, and go see this one and that one. I'm going to stop it all. You know? It's enough. It's too much. Right?
If you don't like it.
Yeah, and like, I shouldn't even be, like, Letterman doesn't have this in his day. Like, he just goes to work, and everyone shits their pants when he shows up. I'm trying to get, like, a Rob Burnett type to do that for me.
You want Gary to be the Rob Burnett, but Gary has projects.
Right. How can Gary tell people no? As soon as he sees an opportunity, he plunks right into it.
Listen, Howard, I would just say one thing, and I'm not trying to... You know, Rob's off doing movies and TV shows
Yeah, I know.
well.
I know. But he's not on Letterman promoting it. I noticed Dave didn't have him on as a guest. Did you follow that?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. You guess or you know?
I know Dave didn't have him on.
Yeah, Dave didn't even show up at the fucking premiere of that movie. He didn't want anything to do with it.
But I know he was on, like, CBS early show. He wasn't on a lot of
yeah,
shows.
exactly. And guess who didn't like it? Dave. Our airwaves are cluttered with fucking projects. You know?
But it's always been this way.
I know. I'm changing it, though. Today.
Today, the new rule
Right.
is...
See, I shouldn't even have to make the new rule. Like, that's my executive producer's job. He should be cleaning all this shit up. And I should be like, oh, this is terrible what Gary's doing. I have a new project for everyone if they want to be in on it. It's called The Howard Stern Show. Oh, boy, that's so boring. Why should we just be involved in that? Yes, Manny, you're on the air.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
Two things real quick. Gary definitely sounds pretentious, and I don't call my CD collection 600 pieces of plastic.
Oh, you should.
I mean, I think
How many pieces of plastic do you
I'm going to go home and count.
and I also have 496 individual files on my iPod as well.
Nice.
Yes, so.
Thank you, Manny.
Robin, come back to the studio, please.
All right.
All right. As soon as she can. I didn't even want to talk about this. I have so many other things to talk about, Robin.
Yeah, it got started because I guess you and Gary got into it over pieces
of vinyl. Crazy, right?
You know, we talk so much about how, you know, that pretentious language pops up, like the radio language, and then he goes out and does it.
Yeah. Like, you want to be a collector of records, which I think is fine, you know, if you want to do that, but don't come up with your special lingo. Pieces of vinyl. How many pieces of vinyl do you own? I mean, it's ridiculous. And then when I challenge him on it, he gets mad at me.
Hey, Robin, you want to talk about pretentious? Let's get fucking vegucated.
He's so hurt.
Funny.
He's angry with us.
I know.
She doesn't go around saying, how many pieces of vegetables did I eat today?
Yeah.
Would this be a good time to start planning the final 8 months of the party in extravagant fashion? I mean,
December,
really,
the last show is over, and that's it. Goodbye. Okay? I'm not planning anything. We're booked till the end of the year.
Is greatly upset.
Oh, stop with your fucking words, man. What is wrong with you?
Right now? Why is the block party so important to you?
It's not. I don't give a shit. I'll cancel it right now. They can cancel every date. I don't care.
Okay, let's do it.
Go ahead.
Let's do it.
What are you doing? What do you got to do with it?
You clearly don't mean that. It's important.
Cancel it right now.
The block party is part of it.
4 sold-out shows in Boston in 2 weeks.
It's in your blood, Mr. Munn.
Cancel more. Go ahead. I don't give
Ronnie,
a fuck.
what will you do with all this? Ronnie, what will you do with all this spare time, with all these free weekends?
Have fun with my girlfriend.
Ronnie, the last question, real quick. Has Howard given you enough? Like he said, he gave you a job, a business.
I guess he hasn't given you enough because you're breaking my balls.
No, you haven't given me enough. I'm
not giving you shit.
No, but why?
I'm not giving you shit.
Why do you yearn for more on the weekends? Hasn't he given you enough?
Hey, listen. We like doing it. I have a good time. If it's over, it's over. Fine.
In your opinion, is there
oh
any
my
way
God,
this can be
he
saved?
goes on and on. He doesn't stop.
Can this party be saved, or is this party over?
Go and ask him. Go ahead, walk in there, big shot. No, be a big shot. Let me see what a big shot you are. Go in there. You're the interviewer here. Go in there and ask him if the fucking thing is really over.
Well, Ronnie, that would be silly.
Why would it be silly?
Because he's in the middle of being on the air. You're not on the air.
But he's talking about me and my block party. You're supposed to be interviewing me about that.
And that's what I'm doing.
Well, you're trying to get the full...
Why would I go in the studio
You're trying to
when I
get the
want
full
to interview
scoop. No, you're trying to get the full scoop.
I'm trying to get your opinion.
Is it really over? Go ask him.
Try to bait
Go
me
ask
into a
him
war
if it's
semantics,
really over.
Mr. Mund, I'll win every time.
All right, goodbye.
Let me ask.
It's over.
Can I?
Go ahead,
I just
Mr.
want to.
Mr.
No,
Lee.
I want to elaborate on something Greg said earlier because I don't know if you got the question. Greg was saying, if the block party is going to end in December, why not between now and then just do huge extravaganzas and really make it count?
Because we have shows booked all the way to the end of the year, and I'm doing one a month, and that's it. I'm not adding any more on. The shows that we have booked already till the end of the year are all pretty big venues, so I'm happy with it, and that's it. So if it's over in December, it's over.